Hello, and welcome to the Great Game Debate Podcast, where friends come together to respectfully discuss, debate, and disagree about video games. As always, I'm your host, Kate Marathon Lane, and joining me, of course, is the saucy Stephen Beaumont. Say hi, Stephen.
What's up, yo? 100 episodes.
And that's right, this is our 100th episode. We got a big show planned for you guys. Should be fun. We got a double feature, debate, and GGDlist. And of course, we could not have the 100th episode without the godfather of the debate himself, Jonah Gomez. Say hi, Jonah.
Hi, I love how Steven said, let's not talk too much during the
Yep.
intro, and then he immediately started talking.
Yep. And, of course, the man with the golden voice, Mateo. I'm just going to straight up ask you, Mateo, how you're doing, because apparently we're not doing the speedy intros like we've been doing. So how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I am all about that. As you know from our previous conversation before that we recorded, I'm all about that survival show right now, and it is living in my brain, dude.
Yeah, Alone on Netflix. Check it out. And our special guest for this week, our 100th episode, of course, could be none other than our most favorite returning guest, Isla Hinck of the Easy Allies. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good.
That made me emotional.
Aw.
I'm happy to be here.
Happy to have you. You know, of course, we're always extremely humbled and gracious to have you on, knowing how busy
I'm
people who
humbled
do
to be
what you
asked.
are.
I just want everyone to know that yes, Caden is a little lo-fi today. We're having technical difficulties, so for the video version, his camera's not working and his regular mic isn't working. But we got that lo-fi homework and chill beat Caden today.
Just pretend that my audio is coming to you through like a 90s like wired telephone handset, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cooking. Anyway, hope you guys stopped by the moon base on Phobos and picked up your BFG, your big fucking gun 10,000, because it's time for the icebreaker. All right, our icebreaker in question this week is, what is a video game character you can kill 100 of? I'll kick us off here. We were talking about a little bit before the show, but I was just thinking of Caterpiece from Pokemon, man. Just, they're the size of a small dog. Just stomping Caterpiece 100 times.
That's a big slug,
that's so
bro.
graphic. That is so big. And plus, like they shoot strings out, so like you're gonna get slower, and like the weight of your actions is just gonna like weigh you down, like just like the morals of the situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start just like rolling on them while laying like on the ground, wrapped up in string. Just like
I hate
a
bugs.
steamroller.
That is the worst thought ever.
You're just gonna cocoon yourself and roll around in the body.
It doesn't kill me, makes me stronger. All right, Steven, what do you think?
Well, as I said, like I need to not feel guilty, and the least guilty video game character is definitely Kirby. So just any of the like first level dudes that are just like flying back and forth, like just enjoying their day. But the good thing about Kirby is they explode into little star bits, so it's just like that's me. Like I'll take something that I feel less guilty about, because it's like, they barely existed. They're just like stardust. And it's like, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. They want to die. They seem happy about it.
Yeah, they seem very happy to die.
That's your headcanon. That's how you sleep at night. This is what they wanted, babe. They wanted to die.
Isla, what do you think? A video game enemy you think you could kill 100 of?
Well, first of all, I was thinking like, okay, do I have to fight them all at the same time? And then I was like, okay, Pikmin seemed like the obvious choice because you just step down once and you've got like 100 of them.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay. But then I was like, that's too easy. So then I was thinking about Life is Strange Double Exposure, and I thought it would be pretty wild to just systematically kill everyone Max Caulfield knows.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is an active shooter.
Kill 100 of her friends.
Oh my.
One at a time, probably. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
so
pretty
that.
good. Like a walkie simulator / visual novel in PCs. 100 of those.
Yeah.
They're just there
Kill
to talk
everyone in
to you and not
Arcadia
fight back.
Falls or whatever.
Oh my
So
God.
glad we're not on the Sigmund Freud podcast right now. Let's delve into that just a little bit.
Now that you say that, I did remember that my ex is in the first Life is Strange, and I wasn't thinking about that. We're great friends. It's fine. It's fine.
Mhm.
I would leave her alone.
All right, Jonah, what do you think?
I was thinking just like let's take it to World 1-1 and let's kill some Goombas, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like,
Goombas.
see, my issue is I was thinking that too, but what about your shoes? They're gonna get pretty gross. Like after.
You're gonna get gross no matter what you're killing 100 of.
Yeah, I was gonna, dude. If you're killing 100 of anything, you're gonna be getting
Goo
gross.
is going everywhere.
Yeah. Steven's got the fucking bubble boy.
How can you? Yeah.
Steven's
What's
just
something you can kill
monkey
100 of
balling
without
it.
getting dirty?
Yeah. Fucking bubble monsters or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mateo, what
Booze.
you got for us?
I was also thinking the Goombas, but what if the Goombas are like, so Mario, he smashes bricks with his head, right? Like he smashes bricks with his head to get his power ups and whatnot. What if Mario's just really concussed? What if he is just very concussed and those things are actually like something else? Like I don't know what they would be in the Mushroom Kingdom.
He's just tripping balls like real bad.
He's just way out of it.
He's concussed and eating mushrooms. Like who knows what Goombas actually are? But I think that's the obvious choice, right? The Goombas are definitely like you just stomp on them, you just step on them, and they die. No cleanup either. I think they just vanish, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
like-
they just
so,
have
like,
a cartoonish puff of air.
Yeah.
Is a Goomba walking into you? You just like succumbing to food poisoning or something? Like you just like
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
you
Disney
ate the
Mario
wrong
rules where if
shrooms.
the Goomba touches you anywhere but the bottom of your foot, you just die. Like,
Yeah. His really special shoes.
yeah. Just get stilts with like snowshoes on the bottom. and
Yeah.
just-
Steel plates on the
Very
bottom of Mario's shoes.
Yeah.
Big old stompers, dude.
Let me see them grippers, Mario.
What are the boots in the Mario live action movie called? Those like jump boots.
I think they're called jump boots.
I think they're called jump. I love that movie. I don't care what
It's
anybody
so good.
says.
It's
I
so
love that
good.
Yeah.
movie.
Mateo, you
Mateo
have
made
not.
it for that movie.
Yeah, Mateo debated that versus the Fallout TV show for best adaptation.
Yeah, that was a rough. That was a rough matchup.
Yo,
I stand by my decision.
Biggest swing certainly is the Mario movie for sure.
Yeah. Well, all right. That's our icebreaker for this week. And quickly, we'll have a little interview with you, Isla. Put you in the hot seat once again. A little softball to start out with. I've been kind of making a tradition recently of asking people what they've been playing because we just live in a time now where it's just literally impossible for any one person to keep up with all of the games coming out, and it just feels like everyone these days is playing something different. Like everybody's
Yeah.
just got their own little niche thing. So what's kind of been floating above the sea of games for you recently?
I popped into Astrobot when I got back. That it's just so delightful.
Mhm.
The other two I think aren't out yet, so I can't
Of course.
talk about that.
Yep.
But the weird one was, so I was just in Norway at my wife's parents' place, and you know how it is. You're sitting on the couch and you're watching like Norwegian nature programming, and you only understand like every fifth word or what. I've been trying to learn Norwegian. I do okay, but so I got into Dungeon Village 2 on my phone. It's a Kairosoft
Okay.
game.
Oh yeah, nice. I love that. I love that
love
company.
it.
It's yeah.
Yeah. They have no in-app purchases, you just pay them $6 and you get a game, and I respect that. And I beat Dungeon Village
Oh.
1, so I was like, okay, I didn't know there was a 2. I beat it in 3 days. I got to 5-star town. I think there's maybe more to it, but yeah.
It's
Got
funny
that
because like I
post-game
also
content.
beat Dungeon Village 1, and it was like very simple. And like now that the games are still gameplay simple, but like they're so dense with how many activities you have to do and how many plates you have to spin. I tried a Monster Village one, and it was just too much. But I did a baseball one that was dope. It was like home run.
Sick.
Home
They're
Run
really
Pie.
cute. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I
Like
like
art.
almost never. I don't really like looking at my phone much. So like I almost never play phone games if I can help it. But
Mm.
you know, when in Norway, you know.
Yeah, I've since I got a 1-year-old toddler running around, all my gaming is mobile. It's either phone or Switch now, so I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
playing the Room series recently. Have you guys had
Oh,
a
those
chance
are
to play
Ooh,
that? Those
fun.
little like puzzle box, like
Yeah,
love
touch
those.
I
I
did
love
not
those.
hit
are
her.
very
I did
fun.
not.
That's
You're
rude.
tearing me apart.
Hi, doggy. God,
They should have a crossover for real
that would be great.
with
Just
The
narrated by
Room and
someone.
Room, the
Yeah.
the really
Yeah.
intense emotional movie.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Um. So yeah. Why don't you just let us know, Alec, kind of any projects you've been working on you want to plug, or just
I mean,
anything coming up?
I'm done with my album. I'm trying to make some
Oh,
music
hell yeah!
videos for it so I can
Heck.
Is
finally
it
start putting it out.
okay? I was like, is it
I haven't
out?
released it yet.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to do a thing called like a waterfall release. I'm gonna I'm aiming for soonish, but I jumped back into the footage I shot for one of the music videos before I left, and I was just like, oh, I hate this now. Great,
Yeah.
so it's like we'll see. But I've been trying to get stuff together. I have some weird ideas for music videos. I've got some dancers and choreography happening that
Oh
I'm meeting
yeah.
with
Shit.
them again soon. There's a
Very cool.
model forest right over there.
Oh, I thought you were just
For
saying
Oh,
there's a
fancy
model
Sick.
standing in
diorama.
the corner
Just
She's
hanging out.
upstairs. No, she's upstairs. Yeah, so each of the videos is like gonna be hopefully cool and weird and but yeah, I wanna, put like one out a week or something, tracks for a little while and then do the album.
Mhm.
I think. I don't really know how to do it. I think I'll use DistroKid or something, but that's what I'm excited about right now.
That's so
That's
sexy.
Besides
awesome. Awesome.
trying to get into like film stuff again.
Mhm.
So I
Oh,
have a writing partner and we've written a feature, and then I finished a feature script the other day, or a couple
wow.
of months ago that I've been working on for 12 years,
Mm.
Oh
Wow.
yeah.
That
Impressive.
is.
and it's
Ha-
done. So I could shoot that because that one has a pretty low budget, and then yeah.
I feel like, one of the biggest things about writing is consistency. Do you have like a word limit you try and hit per day or per week or anything like that? Or do you just let it flow? Like, what's your particular way of writing?
It's interesting because for some stuff that I've written in the past, it just like comes out like I just go on a crazy like binge and I write it in like a week, and other stuff, like I said, takes a decade. The one that took me that long, kind of mirrors some life changes that I've gone through.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
That like I just
Yeah.
couldn't figure out the ending for years, and it turned out I needed to
Right.
do a few things before I
Yeah.
could figure
You,
out.
also, you had that with the Chrysalis as well back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but what I find over the years has really helped me is just collaborators. So my writing partner Matthew Walden and I like we'll meet every like Sunday or whatever, and then it's less about how much we get done, but just like we're writing for these 2 hours, and
Yeah. Is he
That's
still on the
awesome.
other side of the country?
yeah, sadly he's still in
Oh.
Florida.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get to see him tomorrow. We're shooting reaction shots, so I'm excited for that.
Sick.
Over the
Oh, yeah.
internet, but
Mm.
And
What's
so
the what
obviously,
is
sorry.
what is the genre of your music? Like
I was gonna
what kind
ask
of
that too.
what should we be expecting from there?
my old voice coach called it experimental art pop.
Oh yeah.
Most people, which I think people are very generous when they say this, but the comparisons I most frequently get are Nine Inch Nails and Radiohead.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
Which makes
So-
sense because that's what I listened to like nonstop as a teenager, and that kind of is just
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
there. I call it
Agreed.
like I jokingly call my genre grief wave, but
Ah,
That
damn.
sounds so sick. Grief wave.
grief wave, dude. But yeah, it's like dark synth.
So instead of like
Yeah, I don't
dream
know.
pop, it's like nightmare pop.
Kinda.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
It's weird stuff. It's weird.
And that's good. That's good for Mateo because didn't you say you just got you had a little Midwest emo phase recently?
I did. I'm
yeah.
still working through my Midwest emo phase.
Oh, I've been
It's funny 'cause
on
it's-
my Midwest emo phase since fucking 2018. I'm wearing my Midwest emo shirt right now.
Hell yeah.
It's so funny with me because, like, I don't know if it was like, because I grew up in the Midwest, right? And Nine Inch Nails, I can like fall asleep to. That's like comfort music for me. But if it veers like slightly, so slightly over into like screamo or emo, it makes me really depressed.
Yeah.
So like, and like bubblegum punk, I just like cannot, like Sum 41 and stuff like that. Like, ugh. So it's really funny because, yeah, because people always like send me like
yeah.
screamo stuff, emo stuff, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Like, it's
Yeah.
not me. Like,
Which is funny because like yeah, you're always on the outskirts because I think last time you said you'd gotten into like some dungeon synth and stuff. So like you're on the outside of the of what people would think of as scene kid
The event
sort of
horizon.
music.
yeah. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Right on the event horizon. Yeah.
I'm on the event horizon. Like, I've flown to Chicago to see Lightning Bolt, right? But like, if I saw a screamo concert, I would, run out of the building probably. So it's weird. I don't know. It honestly makes no sense.
No, you don't run
that's
out
the
of
thing
the
about musical
building. You
taste.
run into the pit. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was
Start
thinking about
swinging some
that.
limbs.
I was thinking about that the other day, like how pre-COVID behavior. Because I went to a Lightning Bolt concert at the Empty Bottle in Chicago, like, I don't know, 2018, 2019 or something. And I was just covered in everybody else's sweat. And I was just like, I would never do that now.
Yeah.
Crazy
I went
behavior.
I've done it several
I
times
went
this year
to-
already,
yeah.
and it's just you get home and you shower, you throw everything in the
Drink
laundry.
bleach, yeah.
Yeah.
Just pour it on my head.
Yeah, but you did. You have, but
Don't
you've
drink
gotten
bleach.
hit by it though. I haven't been to anything since COVID except I did go to Notfest, and yeah, being in a pit and being like, holy fuck, this is the closest I've been to 10,000 people in many, many, many years. It's just, it is a weird sensation.
When it's like
yeah.
we got COVID at Gamescom, so it's just like
Oh
it
shit.
hit. I've had it twice at least, so it's just like, and I'm careful. Like, I'm a germaphobe, but
Yeah. And have they got more space than I wanted to go into Gamescom? Haven't gotten there yet, but have they got more space than like a Comic-Con or a E3? Because like those ones seem like they're very densely packed and like you feel uncomfortable. Like, is Gamescom similar or is there more room to move?
It has much more space, but there were 330,000 people at this
Ooh.
one, so it's full.
Jeez.
It is
That's
full
a lot of
regardless.
people.
It's
Yeah, it
currently
was
the
insane.
biggest gaming event in the world, right?
Yeah.
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 Dang.
So how was your Gamescom experience before COVID? Unfortunately,
Yeah, it was great. I mean, this is my second time at Gamescom. It was Sophia and Huber's first. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild. I like how well it's organized. I like that there's a press day ahead of time and like 3, I think, business halls. So like you get, and Huber, when he came in, he was like, this is kind of stripped down. It's kind of ugly. Like, I thought it would be like big booths like E3 or whatever. And I'm like, these aren't the booths. This is the business half. This is the secondary booths. So it's like a lot of the companies that are there, some of the stuff, it's just in the business hall or just in the main hall. But like, the big dogs have both. And so like you'll go to, Amazon or Capcom or Sega or whatever, and like it's kind of nuts, frankly. Like the business halls, they have like a cafe in their booth. Like they'll give you like free, like, like have a tea, have a cappuccino, whatever. Here's like some muffins. Here's a sandwich, and it's way less crowded. So like I was very pleased when a meeting was in the business hall, and like I had to gear up for going into the fray, especially at the third day when I was feeling really sick. But yeah, but I mean, it's great. Gamescom I love it. It's wild.
did you get
It's
to
so cool.
stretch your Deutsche muscles? While you were
Honestly,
there?
I remembered more than I thought I did because I just took 2 years of it in high school, Hochschule, But I remembered, enough to get around, and to tell people that I'm allergic to dairy, which is important. But yeah, so I honestly had more than I thought I did. And because Norwegian and German are similar enough, I get them confused sometimes. So like
Ah,
I'll be talking to like Sophia's mom, and I'll accidentally switch into German for a second, and be like, and then she's like, "Oh, that's Tusk." Like she speaks fluent English too, so it's not like we need to be speaking in Norwegian. But
yeah, I got good,
Of stuff
good
that's been
practice.
revealed, like that's not like under NDA or anything. What was your favorite sort of game experience while you were there?
I'm gaga for blueprints.
Oh
Okay.
It's
yeah, I keep forgetting
so
about that game.
yeah, it's so up my alley. It's sort of like a tile placement, first person puzzle strategy narrative game. So think like Betrayal on the House on the Hill or Mansions of Madness, in that you put the room that you're about to go into, you pick one of
Oh,
three and then go in there. So in that, it's not really horror, but tile placement like that. And then it's sort of like, I don't know, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes meets Mist meets any of those. And like, there's way more to it than meets the eye. And like the dev who was right next to me, who's I think from LA or something, but because we were talking about stuff over here, but pretty much immediately he was like, "Oh, I can tell this is your kind of game," because like I started just like looking at all the little details, and I was like, "I need to take
Oh,
notes."
so
Like,
it's in 3-dimensional space.
it's first person, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wow! Because
That,
when you said what
Interesting.
like explained it, I was thinking of like
No,
it's a
yeah.
tabletop experience. Like yeah.
You can go
Same.
to a. You have a map, and you can see your layout, and it's like a
Mhm.
5 by something grid. So you can paint yourself into a corner if you're not careful, because like you only get 3 tile choices, 3 room choices, and they're
Mhm.
like, this one has 3 doors, this one has 1, this one has none. So it's like this one only goes left. So you can make a house where the
Yeah.
bottom corner is inaccessible, or you have to backtrack to get around to a new door, and like sometimes doors are locked and stuff. It's amazing. It's really cool.
So the
Sounds
concept
fun.
is it's like get to an exit, is it?
Sort of. You inherited this creepy, like weird mansion, excuse me, from your grandpa or uncle or something. And he was like, "Hey, you can inherit all this stuff, but the condition is you have to find the 46th room." There's like it's a 45 room mansion, but there's a hidden 46th room.
Okay.
But it shuffles every night. So every time, and the only rule is you can't sleep on the grounds. So you're this kid and you have to go back in every day, and every time you go in, the house is different, or like, it starts over. So it's just like there's the main room and you're trying to get
Really
to
fun.
wherever this 46th room is.
that's cool.
But like
And
there are persistent mysteries, and like the grounds outside have like doors and stuff, and I was just like, okay,
wow.
this thing is huge. Like
That
What's
sounds
So
so
it's really
rad.
cool.
What's the name
it's not
again?
a roguelite that you get a beat it in one run sort
Blueprints.
of thing.
Just watch the trailer, Steve. But
No,
yeah,
I'm
for
just
listeners,
curious. What's
that's it's Blueprints as in the son of a king, not
Yeah.
blueprints, but it's a pun on
Prince.
blueprints. So
Oh, I
It's a
wrote
little double
blueprints.
entendre.
I see.
yeah.
Mhm.
But I missed what you asked, Steven, but it's great.
sorry.
Well, before we move on, if you just want to give listeners any socials or channels you want them to keep an eye on, just to follow you, keep up
Follow
with
my
your work.
Instagram. It's just IHINCK. I'm way more active on Instagram now than Twitter, which is
Uh-huh.
what I still call it.
It's
Same.
what we all call it.
Yeah, damn
Yeah.
right.
What will we see you on Spotify eventually? And what are you just going to be under your name?
The I think for my music I'm gonna use Isla Nanette, Nanette, because that's one of my 2 middle names. It's just my mom's name. Yeah. So I think for music I'm gonna differentiate it from normal by going by Isla Nanette. Yeah, and it should, if it works, it'll go on everything. So
Hell yeah.
once it's ready.
Awesome.
I'm so
I have to
excited.
I have to figure out Unreal to finish one of my music videos because it's an interactive
Ooh.
game. So
What?
Of course.
it's mostly done, but it's hard. Unreal is hard when you don't know what you're doing.
That's
So I'm
I
trying to
bet.
the
like figuring it
sickest
out as I
shit
go.
ever,
Language.
dude. Oh my god.
Jonah
that's
would be
so
more
rad.
excited if you just do it in Fortnite editor. You know, just
Yeah.
creative.
Do UEFN.
That's not a bad idea. Oh, that reminded me. I had an idea that I totally forgot about. Shit. If anybody knows how to do this, DM me or whatever. But I had an idea that it'd be fun to put all of the songs on Beat Saber, and then like do a
yeah.
stream where we play my album on Beat Saber.
Oh, that'd be so dope.
Yeah,
That'd be sick.
Because you can
somebody
make
should build
them.
that.
I should just try to
Yeah.
learn it myself. But
There's-
yeah.
I'm sure you could find someone on Reddit.
Yeah, I've seen people
Yeah, or, like,
tab Clone
Fiverr.
Hero, and it looks quite difficult and like painstaking. But yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, that'd be rad.
Well, all right. I'll pass things over to you, Jonah, for our debate.
All right, before we get into the debate, we got some patrons to shout out. Shout out to Dan Gieslin, Pucho, Wes, Dakota Falk, Randall Reborn, Too Good, Aunt Jay, Austin Sheen, and Cherie Clark. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
And let's get into the debate. Today we have Mateo.
Hey, well, no. Sorry. Like, I got to call you out on this one. This is our 100th episode, and we need to put this nail in the coffin.
All
I'm
right.
talking about you have just done nothing but absolutely tear down Kingdom Hearts. Like, every single time we've done the list,
Rightfully
it's
so.
time to fight in a proper debate between Nuts and Bolts and Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, fine. I'll accept your challenge, Mateo. Do you mind covering the debate for me then, since I'm stepping up to the podium?
Sure, I guess I'll put away my debate notes.
So like that little squirrely skinny guy from Matrix when he runs into their dinner eating their like future porridge and he's like, Morpheus is fighting Neo. It's like, come on guys, Jonah and Steven debating Nuts and Bolts and Kingdom Hearts, come on.
Morpheus. Yeah.
All right, Mateo,
Oh,
you got to take it away.
I can take it away. So today for y'all, for our episode 100, we have a debate between Kingdom Hearts and Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, apparently. I'm assuming who is debating which one? Who is controlling which one?
Steven is definitely representing his all-time favorite game, not Kingdom Hearts. No, he hates that game. He loves Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
Okay, so we've got Steven defending Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and
No,
Bolts
he's not.
against.
He's not.
That was a joke. That was a joke, Mateo. I'm sorry.
That would
You're
make
just such
so
a
much-
sincere, golden-hearted little boy that you
That would make so much more sense. Steven is defending Kingdom Hearts against Jonah's Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. We did not determine who's going first, so Steven's going first.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Steven, I've got 2 minutes for your opening argument. Let me know when you are ready.
Just give me 2 seconds.
Dude.
Done.
I thought I was going to say, give me 2 minutes. I was like, we are giving you 2 minutes.
Can you start the timer now? And he's cutting into his time. As someone
Man,
who
that is
is,
a debate clock violation.
yeah.
You have no idea how easy this will be because I could just literally bring up. Okay, cool.
Ready,
Ready?
set, debate.
I'm going to read you some of the most nonsensical lyrics you've ever heard. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. You're giving me too many things. Lately, you're all I need. You smiled at me and said, don't get me wrong, I love you. But does that mean I have to meet your father? When we are older, you'll understand what I meant when I said, no, I don't think life is quite that simple. Now that is a certified absolute anime banger that opens up Kingdom Hearts. And it has no relation to the video game that you're about to play. That is just a kid's journey through Disneyland's in search of their friends. And yet, Caden could sing that song right now for me. No dramas. I want to open the floor up to my opponent, Jonah. Give us a little bit of the music from Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts.
No.
Conventional debate strategy.
Yeah, I'm okay. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay, cool. So no bangers. Sick. All right, awesome. So we've already determined that Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts has no bangers,
30
whereas
seconds
Kingdom
remaining.
Hearts has has one absolute undisputed GOAT banger that makes no sense. But that doesn't matter because it slaps, baby. Yeah, I really think that is the way I'm going to start my debate. I'll get into a little bit later on. I'm going to leave whatever's left on the table.
Well, obviously that's leaving 10 seconds on the table as is tradition.
Well done.
Yeah, that was extremely strong opening there, Steven.
It's debatable.
Are you positive that Caden could sing the intro to that song? No problem right now, though.
Yeah, dude, I can do it. I got you. When you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. It's hard.
Jesus Christ. I don't think I've ever cringed so hard on this show before.
I never claimed to be a professional singer.
I think I ascended.
I'm just talking I'm talking about the whole scenario of this.
Oh yeah.
That crunchy mic sound. That was
yeah,
great.
It sounded like you were doing it on an Xbox 360 mic.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
for the vibe,
in the middle of Steven's argument, I couldn't remember if he was for or against Kingdom Hearts. I was like, wait, which one is he doing?
He doesn't know either, to be honest. Jonah, I've got 2 minutes on the debate clock here. Let's hear your musical intro to this debate. Ready, set, debate.
See, I'm not gonna have a musical intro to the debate because I just kind of want to get into the nitty gritty of it, and just like.
Don't you mean the nuts and bolts of it?
Are you gonna drop the gritty?
Yeah, I will drop the gritty on you right after I eliminate you. We're not gonna talk about Fortnite. Anyway, let's talk about Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. It's two pals going on an adventure, making some of the coolest vehicles that you can dream of, and make motorcycles, make cars, make planes, make helicopters, make mechs. Whatever you want to do, you can do it in Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. You go on a fun adventure with your best friend. There's pretty good platforming and collecting of not only the typical things that you would get in a Banjo-Kazooie game, but you're also collecting new parts for all the creations that you can make. And it's just really fun. And honestly, I think it's one of the idea points that Nintendo had for making Tears of the Kingdom. And you know what? I'm just going to keep it short and sweet and cut it off right there.
Wow, that's leaving 48 seconds on the table. That might be a new record, honestly.
I have to say, just based on the description of gameplay so far, not a word of gameplay for Kingdom Hearts. So right now, Nuts and Bolts has sounded pretty fun compared to Kingdom Hearts.
Can confirm we mostly got singing on Kingdom Hearts so far.
I did appreciate the qualifier to platforming as quote pretty fun, like with an apologetic like inflection. Pretty good.
I'll go into I'll go into it a little more.
Got some starts here. I don't know if there's strong starts. Who knows? There's some kicked off the debate at least.
One of the debates of all time.
Yep. Steven, we got 2 minutes for your rebuttal. Ready, set, rebut.
Let me stop you right there. First of all, Banjo-Kazooie, the 3D platformer, the original game, sits in the halls, the feasting halls of like Valhalla. It lives in Elysium with the likes of Mario 64, your Mario Galaxy, your Astrobots, all that sort of stuff. That good. And then what does the third entry in the series, third main entry, I know there's other games, third main entry in the series starts you out. And first of all, it just showcases the Xbox 360 lifestyle of just this overweight bear and bird just like eating their Doritos, getting covered in the Doritos, just being absolute slovenly slobs, like playing their 360. And then they're like, oh, let's go freaking do another adventure. And they're too overweight to actually collect coins. And they're going along collecting some musical notes. And then they say, oh, this is so old hat. This is so boring. Let's do something different. So they literally deface 3D platformers, even though they curated some of the greatest ones. Yes, they overstepped with Donkey Kong 64 and they went just way overboard. And then Ubisoft with like Assassin's Creed just like again went overboard with collecting feathers and just pointless crap collectibles in 3D platformers. And maybe it was a time for a shift, but you didn't need to tear down what you had built. It was so disrespectful, and you just did these big open worlds that had nothing in them. It was just such an empty, vacuous space. And where was the soul? It was not there. There's just no soul in that game. Yes, you have some Lego creativity building some carts and stuff, but there's just none of the soul of Banjo-Kazooie. There's none of the precise platforming.
Damn, they really did a Ninja Theory DMC not in a million years moment with Banjo-Kazooie.
100%.
Damn.
100%.
That's cold.
Hey, Jonah.
Yeah.
Let's get your rebuttal to this. Ready, set, rebut.
All right, so I just want to state one thing. Steven has only talked about a song about his game, which I want to kind of dive into it with Kingdom Hearts. The gameplay is absolute dog shit, and don't even get me started on the story, dude. The story goes nowhere. It makes no sense. It's just fucking Final Fantasy characters mashed into Disney, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's really cool."
Was that your shake weight?
Yeah, exactly. I think Kingdom Hearts is so overrated. At least if I'm gonna play Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, it might be a little different from the past Banjo-Kazooie games, but it's still fun to play. Whether the platforming isn't as good as Banjo-Kazooie or Tooie, it's still a fun game to play. You can turn on Kingdom Hearts right now. I tried messing with that camera. God awful. The combat, bland as fuck. And the NPCs, some of the worst AI. Donald's using all your healing on him or Goofy, and then you fucking die, dude. Kingdom Hearts is a bad game to play with a terrible story. That's it.
Dude, your depiction of 9-year-old me saying Disney and Final Fantasy, was spot on, dude. Spot on. Isla, how do you feel about the debate so far?
It's definitely fun. It's funny because like I missed the boat on Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if I was like slightly too old or just didn't
get
care.
on it.
I don't know. Like I just skipped it. And so like I've always been like, I'm glad you're having fun, but like this looks like a whole thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
it's actually a whole thing and a half.
Yeah. I mean, it's 32 over 4/5 of the thing, or whatever it is. 35 over 2 days or whatever.
Isla is right. My experience with Kingdom Hearts has been it's like watching a 30-year-old in a ball pit. They are having a blast, and I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get into that ball pit.
Exactly. I'm just like, I'm glad y'all are having fun. But it's funny because at Easy Allies we have a thing called the Hall of Greats, and for the last 3 years we started doing the Hall of Shame. And Banjo-Kazooie is on it. It's on the Hall of Shame. But Kingdom Hearts is not on the Hall of Greats. So
there you go.
Yeah.
So it has a chance of the Hall of Shame.
Yeah.
It's still got a chance.
I'm gonna bring it.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So you're saying that I'm gonna have Jonah on to put it on the Hall of Shame. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, Steven.
Back on track.
Let's close this out, Steven. You've got 2 minutes to talk about something from Kingdom Hearts, hopefully.
Period.
And ready, set, go.
All right, let's get serious now. Kingdom Hearts is just so jolly, dude. The beauty of it being a PlayStation 2 game is you don't think of it as in the modern context, whereas like Kingdom Hearts 3 falls apart because it has terrible editing, terrible voice lines, everything like that. Like you still existed, and you're like, surely someone knows how to use the trim feature on like this cutscene, but they just don't. Whereas it's still that we're still learning on the PS2. The 3D engines are still getting created, and so like, first of all, the worlds look beautiful. You're going to so many different lands that you've watched films of. You get to swim around with Ariel. You get to go fight people with with in the Aladdin universe with Aladdin and stuff, and it's just like everywhere you go gives you that little sense of wonder. You're sliding down trees with Tarzan. It's just that little dopamine hit every single time you go to a new world. Just that little bit of dopamine. And I do actually want to push back. I think the gameplay, while simple in the first game, is still very fun. And again, I know you're saying that you're just really bad at video games. You just don't understand strategy, but maybe just you keep the MP items to yourself, and you only give Donald and Goofy healing items. So they use high potions on themselves, but you do the MP delivery. You don't have to worry about them. You could also have like auto cure and stuff like that. So like, don't worry about that stuff. Maybe just think about your game. You know, the greatest thing about this list, that we're going to get to 100 games, and you know what? Kingdom Hearts is going to keep it 100. And you know what the thing is about top 100 lists? My 100th game will be remembered. Who is ever going to remember 99? So stay there. Stay above me. I will be 100.
That's time.
Whoa.
Wow. Mic drop.
He talked about the game. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
he did
finally, it took two full minutes for him to fucking talk about the game. Finally,
Something about sliding down a tree with Tarzan, you know.
Or 2 full rounds. I mean, not 2 full minutes, 2 full rounds to talk about his game finally. But that's fine.
Okay, Jonah, let's get yours closed out here. You got 2 minutes on the clock. Ready, set, go.
All right. Well, if there's any person that I can quote on this, it's got to be Steven. And when we're talking about games, it's got to come down to gameplay. And I just got to say that Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts gameplay is far superior than Kingdom Hearts. And I'll quote him on that. I just want to say that he did say that Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts is above him, sitting at 99 over the 100. So technically he did say that it is better according to our metric. I think I'm gonna leave it there, just saying Kingdom Hearts is dog shit. Banjo-Kazooie is extremely underrated. Fuck you, Steven. Love you all.
Wow. Leaving 69 seconds on the clock.
Oh, nice.
Did it. Does that mean he just wins by default?
Yeah, that's in the fine print. Wow. Wow.
If we total these sections up, this might be our shortest debate sections of all time. in
It's
this
okay.
debate.
Steven's on a time crunch. I think.
You think?
All right.
He's got a heart out, dude.
Yeah. Traditionally, we give the non-judged, non-debating panelists their 2 cents here. So I'll just go right ahead. Jonah, you're really fighting there. You're really punching above your weight with Nuts and Bolts, and the closing thoughts. It just caved in on itself. You know, I really wanted to know more about the, marquee mechanic of Nuts and Bolts of building things. You just kind of were like, you can build stuff, and then you just didn't get into it. So I that's up against like, when you walk away.
Am I seriously gonna fucking lose a point to that dumbass song?
Yeah, I've got that in my head with a mental image of sliding on a tree trunk with like a muscular.
That level is so bad, you don't know where you're going in it.
I'm sorry, Jonah. That is not admissible.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm just frustrated.
I never knew skill issue was a talking point in a debate.
So yeah,
my skill issue is just talking.
At the end, I have to give my vote to Steven. Isla, where's your vote going on this one? Kingdom Hearts is light, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because, like, I've always, for me personally, Kingdom Hearts, it's like I said, like, I've got nothing against it, but it's never really, like, I played the first one when it came out, but I I remembered now, but I kind of had forgotten that because it wasn't really my jam, even though I was super into Final Fantasy and stuff at the time. I think, I've always kind of thought that it was a little overrated, but at the same time, it's like, it's hitting nostalgia, it's hitting, emotions, it's hitting like, the music. For the people who care about it, it hits them right in the feels. And you said that Nuts and Bolts is underrated, which I think is probably true. Like I've seen a lot of people kind of try to say like, it's actually, I mean, it mostly sucks, but it's kind of fun. It's like it's sort of like a B movie experience where you're like, it's dumb fun. And like, I'm a huge fan of that. A lot of times I just watched Trap and I liked it more than Long Legs, So, I think there's something to be said. And it's funny for me because like they're both almost in the middle, but I think I would give the edge to Kingdom Hearts just because I love a big swing, and both of these games took big swings in different directions, but I also love like labyrinthian, insane, crazy stories that are like at least trying for something completely nuts, So it's an edge case. You almost had it, but I think Kingdom Hearts. Also,
good.
I fear reprisals, so I don't want anyone coming after me.
That's fair.
Mateo, do you have any thoughts on the debate?
I do. I've got a question for our panelists here, our debaters. Did any of y'all play any of these games in the time leading up to this debate?
No, not at all.
Oh hell no.
I did not do any research. I remembered yesterday that I had to debate this, and I thought about a couple points, and I was like, okay, that's enough. So yeah, that's
Wait,
why.
you mean him springing it on you wasn't real?
If I did any research on this debate, I would have reminded everyone that like Cloud has like the best design he's ever had, like in any media.
And that's probably the only good part about Kingdom Hearts.
I think I've got to give it to Kingdom Hearts. I think Jonah was building on something, and I think he kind of fell off in the third section.
You needed to tell us more about how to build mechs and nuts and bolts in the end there.
Yeah.
That would have got my vote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's keep it 100.
Right.
Let's just.
So, do we need to swap our ranking on our great game to list now?
No, I would like to be remembered, and 100 will be remembered.
Well, all right. That's the debate, baby. Of course, our listeners and our community will be the final deciders on who wins this debate. So please join our Discord, go to the Cast Your Votes channel, and let us know who actually had the better debate. With that, we will go on to a new edition of the GGD list. All right, folks, it's time to add some more games to the GGD list. But before we get on to our main event, we have to make the wrongs of the past right. We had our last ranking was y'all bugging for not having this in the GGD list, where patrons nominated games for us to add to the list. And we left off patron Wes Bates' pick, which is arguably the most important pick to ever be picked for the list so far, which is the masterpiece of Hidetaka Miyazaki, Bloodborne. But I'm convinced.
Why wasn't that on the list?
Because it's a weird list, and we get games like Nuts and Bolts. We got Elden Ring. Anywho, it was all completely serendipitous, and it happened for a reason, because now we have the foremost authority on all things Bloodborne with us to help us rank the game, Isla Hinck. So it is now time. Before we actually rank the game, I'll just give you the floor, Isla, to extol the virtues of Bloodborne. Just say anything you want to say about it.
Well, I have Bloodborne tattoos.
Sick.
First of all, it's to me, it's damn near perfect. Like if we got a stable 60 frame per second patch, we don't need a remake. We just need a patch. We just need a patch, Sony.
I love that's what everyone asks for, is not a remake, a remaster, a port. Just patch the damn game.
More frames, dude.
The community has already made the patch. They just have to say thank you, give them money, and then make it official.
Just call what's his name, McDonald or whatever, and get it from him. He's already done it. He fixed the frame pacing. It's fine. Just I hear that there's like coming to PC soon, like the community is getting that together. So I'm like thrilled to try
Yeah.
that once that's a friend of mine has a let's say European PlayStation
Sure.
5 that can play Bloodborne in like 120 frames per second. It's
Oh yeah.
she's got it like it's like a really elaborate like hack job too, and it's like
That.
You mean
she's
it's
got it
complete out of the
firewalled.
box and perfectly
She's got it
legal?
firewalled to not connect to the internet like 3 different ways.
Yeah.
Wow.
Does
Yeah.
the FPS break any bosses? Because I always wondered if anything had to do with frame pacing and stuff. Like
They
That's why it's
the
been
AI.
initiated.
Yeah,
They
because that was why it was hard to fix the issues before, but that guy fixed it. Yeah, Lance
Yeah, wow.
McDonald, is that his
Also,
name?
developers, stop tying game mechanics to frame rate, please.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
that's just yeah. I mean, I guess it probably happens way less now, hopefully, but like who knows? Anyway, we got off on a tangent. Bloodborne is incredible. It's fast. It's immediate. It's H Bomber guy has a great video about this, and I totally agree with him. But it's like the best Souls like for teaching you how to properly play Souls likes.
Sure.
Like it
Yeah,
teaches
wow.
you to be aggressive, to like not be scared to just get in it. That death doesn't matter. Uh,
To unlock your
plus,
camera so you have a dodge roll.
yeah. Plus, it's or use the blade of mercy, baby. Quick step. Pop. But yeah,
That's the way
it's
I
just
play.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean blocking is for straight people, so it doesn't matter. Like Bloodborne is a perfect video game.
Caden, you're the
setting is
straightest person we know
incredible.
since you did great shit.
Bloodborne rips, dude. It's my favorite. Like, it's tied for my favorite game with Outer Wilds, ever.
Ooh.
So, yeah.
All right, so Caden, do you want to just do a top 10 rundown and then we put it into the podium because it's gonna go there.
I think it
All
makes
right.
top 10. I think we got strong
I
arguments
mean,
for sure.
it already shoots up at least to Elden Ring, and we go from there. But yeah, our current top 10 is Super Mario 64. Outer Wilds. Sorry, I guess I should say this is descending. Number 10, Super Mario 64. Number 10,
Yeah.
Outer Wilds.
Watch
Number 8,
Mojo style. Yeah, that's what I want.
Portal. Number 7, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, otherwise known as Talaz Oot. Number 6, Elden Ring. Number 5, Shadow of the Colossus. Number 4, Metal Gear Solid.
Metal
We got the
Gear.
podium up here. Metal Gear. Number 3, Chrono Trigger. Number 2, Baldur's Gate 3.
Mhm.
And number 1, God of War 2018.
Hmm.
All right. So, I mean, if we just kind of look at what it is like Elden Ring.
Sure
Elden Ring
is.
is number 6.
My opinion on this is because of the fact that Elden Ring was number 1 and then someone freaking shanked it and put it so far
Oh my
down.
god, yeah.
And then Caden, we gave ourselves like space to move stuff up outside of the top 5 last episode, and we got Elden Ring back to 6, so that's the best we could do at the moment. I think we just forget Elden Ring and look at the rest of the list. And I think I won't beat you guys on getting it above Baldur's Gate 3. I think we hit it at 3. I think this is finally the time where I can clearly say this is better than Chrono
No.
Trigger. I
Yes.
think.
I mean,
Yeah.
for me, you said the thing about Baldur's Gate 3, but still, like, especially because God of War is number 1, and I'm not the hugest fan. Like, this can go all the way up to number 1 as far as I'm concerned. Like,
Now you're talking, baby.
yeah.
Now you're talking.
Bloodborne.
And God of War also doesn't have one, but not having a dedicated jump button. When I went back to play Dark Souls 3 just recently, after playing Elden Ring for so many hours, like 200 hours Elden Ring, and not having a dedicated jump button is actually harmful to my experience. Like, I was shocked.
Listen,
Not every game is a
It's not a
fucking platformer, dude.
Does Ace
Every
Attorney
game-
need a jump button?
It's platformers or it's menus. They're the two types of games, and I like platformers.
The two genders.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, does anyone want to beat off Bloodborne from God of War?
What's that?
Hold up.
Does anyone want to beat off Kratos?
That's what I said.
Does anyone want to take Christopher Judge and say, I'm gonna
Listen,
This is
if it's
episode
possible,
69.
it's
Let's
possible.
pause. Let's hold on. Hold on. If it's possible, it's
Jonah's
possible.
popping the brakes. Jonah's popping the brakes.
Okay, now that we've got our wits about ourselves, Caden, what were you saying?
I was asking if anyone wants to beat off Kratos.
Jesus fucking Christ! Come on, bro.
This is not a show for children, Jonah.
Oh my god.
Listen,
Okay,
I'll beat off
so-
Freya.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So what I meant to ask was, is anyone gonna fight to keep God of War #1?
See,
I'm the only one that probably is repping it.
I'll rep it too. I haven't
Yeah.
played enough Bloodborne to act, and honestly, I don't like the linear nature of a lot of Souls games. That's why I resonated so highly with Elden Ring, is because it wasn't linear.
Mhm.
And while God of War 2018 is a linear game, it's not locked in behind, like, all the very skilled challenges are all optional, you know, with like the Valkyries and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Like-
And you get all of the juice of the story without having to do. It's not like, oh, the true ending is behind the Valkyries. That's just like, no, if you just want to fight some Valkyries, that's like the dope shit. Like, it's just fighting. But it's like the true ending is just doing the story, which I really appreciate. I do not like true endings being housed behind, oh, this level 100
No
boss.
one said it was
you
the
know?
true ending. It's just unending that you get turned into a squid. It's just unending.
I mean, it's the
Oh,
good
man.
ending.
Yeah, after having sex with a freaking squid. Yeah, that's dope.
I
No.
I do like God of War #1 mostly because I like the way that Kratos
Aw,
says
damn.
boy.
boy,
Well, that's a tiebreaker.
Yeah, that is good.
So
I mean, I
it's
would.
at least a #2.
I'm fine with it.
definitely-
I'm fine with it above Baldur's Gate for sure, 100%.
I think Baldur's Gate is a harder. I think it's amazing.
So you're
the fight-
saying you would prefer to turn into a squid after fighting in the moon presence than fuck a squid, is what you're saying.
Yes.
But I think sex is better than violence. So I personally.
Why can't we just have
I mean-
violent sex?
Why do you think Yermon made the doll?
I think-
Oh, no.
I think this can go above Baldur's Gate 3 for me. I think Baldur's Gate 3, while it is probably my #1 pick here, if this were my list that I was making, I think that it's not as open to as many people as Bloodborne is. I think Bloodborne's a more
For sure.
accessible game.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm
you've got
surprised
this top
Like,
10 is
considering
very good.
a
It's like
full,
so many of my favorites are just on here already. But
Yeah.
like I loved God of War 1. I didn't like God of War Ragnarok for whatever reason. I bounced off of it.
I've
Um,
heard that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To push back slightly on Bloodborne being linear, it's I mean, it's less linear than God of War by far, but I would say it's kind of more it's like light Metroidvania. It's more like
Oh yeah.
intricately interwoven kind
Yeah.
of, because
Especially
it has a lot
after
of
you get insane
optional-
enough.
It has a lot of optional areas too. Like the main line is kind of linear, but you have options.
That's
in
more
order
what
and
I'm
stuff.
talking about, is like progressing
Yeah.
through like the
Mm.
story. You have to
Yeah.
fight X boss to progress, and
Yeah.
a lot of those
Yeah.
a lot of those are
You're
just
not
major
gonna
skill
not
checks.
Fight Father Gazgul. You
Yeah.
just have
Oh
to do
yeah,
it.
100%. It's really interesting because I came to Bloodborne late, and everyone was all about and the Bloods. And I don't know if it was pre-patch or something, but Bloodstarved Beast was this massive skill check.
Pre-patch,
I'm
he
like,
was hard. Yeah.
right, because like everyone, I swear it's a first try boss, like for most.
Oh
people.
no, it's also interesting too because it's a knowledge check as much as a skill check, because like if you know forward and to the left, you're an unstoppable
Yeah.
killing machine.
Yeah.
Like I can perfect Bloodstarved Beast now, but I was stuck on him for 2 hours when I first tried it, and it's like now you just stay close and roll forward and left and you're like unkillable. Also that's an optional boss, which a lot of people don't realize. Like you don't have to get the chalice.
Mm.
But yeah. Bloodborne rips.
Does.
think-
and
I think
I'm
two's a good
stoked
spot
that
for it.
2's good. I thought it couldn't get past Baldur's Gate, so
Baldur's
I'm
Gate's
stoked.
incredible. It was one of my favorites
I
too, but
like #2. I do think that Bloodborne is more of an accessible game for anyone versus Baldur's Gate 3, where like someone
That's
like Steven who just
such a weird statement.
but like
It's
It is
got a
strange.
story mode. It's
okay.
got a story mode, bro.
Okay.
That is fair. I guess I guess you could just turn it to story mode.
Yeah. I'm saying that like if you want to like do like the nitty-gritty of the game, you can just hop into Bloodborne, learn how to
You're
play the
saying
game.
more people are too stupid to play Baldur's Gate 3 than Bloodborne.
I think that
it.
you look at Bloodborne and you're like, I immediately know what kind of game this
Yeah,
is.
it's a
I
lot
saw a
more
lot like
straightforward.
my wife who's got 900 plus hours in Baldur's Gate 3 at first bounced off of it because she was just like, I don't know what the hell this is. Like, what am I doing? She was her first thing, she was a sorcerer. And I came up and she'd been playing for a little while and I was like, why aren't you using your spells? You know, because she didn't know how to use the interface at first because she'd
Yeah.
never played a CRPG like that before. And it's
Yeah,
like, so
same
it's
for
like, if
me.
you don't have that, if you don't come in with that CRPG kind of knowledge, you don't even know like what to do, you know? So in that regard, I definitely
Or even
understand that.
even D&D 5e knowledge.
Yeah.
It blocked you off from that game. Like I haven't touched the game. It never interested me. But I know that I could get into the game a lot faster and a lot easier than Steven could because he doesn't have a lot of D&D experience.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm defend. It's already in second slot, so
It's
whatever.
in
But I'm like
second slot.
defending Bloodborne. I'm like defending Bloodborne. But your thing about skill checks and like hard,
Yeah.
like brick walls or whatever. I would say that Bloodborne. It's interesting because like yeah, there are tough bosses, but like I would say that the difficulty ramp is actually similar to God of War. It just starts higher.
Jonah would just prefer it if Bloodborne had the battle pass, and so like then by the time he prestiges, like he can have like he can be walking around as like a giant.
You already beat me on the debate. You can fuck
phallus.
off.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No, he hasn't beat you yet. It goes to a vote first, Jonah.
Yeah, and people are gonna vote fucking Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts over Kingdom Hearts.
It might
It's very
surprise
an unbiased thing.
All right, thank you so much, Wes. By the way, for awesome suggestion.
Good nomination.
Legendary suggestion number 2. Got the silver. All right, it's time for the main event. The prompt for the games we're nominating this week is 100-year time capsule. So the idea is nominating a game that you would want people in 100 years to play. This was just your idea, Stephen, right? We didn't.
Yeah, I just wanted to do episode 100 themed stuff.
Make sure I give credit where credit is due.
Steven's super 100 pilled right now.
Yeah.
That's it, baby. Keep it 100.
So, just a kind of a quick discussion on the concept of this. It's very interesting. I think a lot of us have games that would have been our first picks for this prompt that are just already on the list.
Yeah.
Which has led us to more niche picks. And there's also several ways you could take this. So, it's just kind of however you want to take it, whether this is like just one of my favorite games and I want it to be remembered, or this is like a historically important game for either, advances in game development versus this game is just depicting New York City as a snapshot of what it was in like the 90s, like just, or just the meme pick, like I want it to pick Fortnite because its servers be offline and fuck Fortnite, that'll be hilarious. So, just however you want to take it.
So much
as our
hate on
guest,
this
Isla,
episode today. Jesus
and,
Christ.
This is a spicy episode. Yeah.
to make sure that somebody doesn't steal your pick out from under you, Isla, we'll give you the opportunity to go first. So,
Great, yeah.
Yeah, what is the game you brought for us to induct into the halls of the GGD list?
Well, obviously, like my first pick would have been Bloodborne or Outer Wilds, but they're already on there. Which congratulations, good work. Both top 10 still, and I'm proud about that. Happy to see my babies on there. This one is actually my third favorite game of all time, which I checked the list like 3 times. I keep suspecting it's on there, but I don't think it's on there. But before I say what it is, I kind of wanted to address what you were just saying because I was thinking about this too, and like putting it in a time capsule. I was recently watching a video about like the best looking game of all time, and and it was talking about, Hellblade 2
go.
and all that kind of stuff. And I've always said over the years where it's just like, if you try to be on the bleeding edge of tech, you're going to age faster than everybody else. And like one of the games that I've always thought looks so beautiful still forever because they made a strong artistic choice. To me, it's like making an artistic choice will last forever. But it's also just, one of my favorite games of all time. Symphony of the Night, Castlevania, Symphony of the
good
Night.
pick.
Nice.
Good pick.
I
We
think
actually-
that.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
No, we brought it up recently. I brought SteamWorld Dig 2, and we're like, holy shit, we don't have any Metroidvanias on the list. So
Yeah.
thank you for bringing
Clean
the,
it
Dude,
up.
SteamWorld
the
Dig
big
2
one.
rips, by the way. I love
game
SteamWorld.
rules.
Yes.
But like, Symphony of the Night to me is just like one of the most beautiful games, like some of the best pixel art. The music is incredible. That like PlayStation CD technology, baby. Like, oh my god.
But
And
is it Kingdom Hearts?
It's better than Kingdom Hearts. It has just intricate, fun gameplay, the cool exploration, amazing, like literally like legendary secrets. Like there's the main big one, if you know, you know. But like, I don't know, it just like it changed my life when I was, however old I was, 13 or whatever. Yeah, Symphony of the Night, baby. Love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Excellent pick.
It's the Metroidvania.
Yeah.
It's created the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Um,
yeah.
We just
That's
have
where they got the word
unfortunately-
Metroid.
Well, because you play Metroid Dracula.
Yeah.
Right,
Metroid Dracula.
His name is Metroid. Shout out to the iconic line, "What is a man but a miserable pile of secrets? Throw the wine glass full of blood."
Yeah,
Classic.
I made a video about that line. Like I went to a library to research that. It's a quote actually of a French philosopher or whatever.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Also, shout out to the iconic glowing after image when you run and dash and stuff.
Oh,
God tier.
so, yeah,
God
sick.
tier.
so cool.
Alucard
Yeah.
cloak or rainbow cloak. Yeah, like oh my
Really
god,
nice to
so
do it.
good. So good.
It's just like a game that, like, if it came out today and it was just like an indie game, you just be like, shit, this game fucking rips, and it's like one of the best Metroidvanias I've ever played. Like, it just
Yeah.
holds up today, and
Yeah, the only
it's so
thing-
crazy.
The only thing for me in the Metroidvania annals is I don't know why it is a skill check and a half. That game, my god, it gets difficult. Just in the platforming, just the giant skulls. You're trying to jump across gaps, and giant skulls just knocking you back.
Clock Tower
I've
gets rough.
I beat all of the GBA games that came out in that collection, and yeah, I suck at the Clock Tower, and that's like where I need to progress, and I'm really bad at that
Clock Tower
game.
always sucks. Just grind, bro. Just grind, level up, get some more
Mhm.
HP and defense.
Yeah. Get the Chrysogram and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Or Mist form, Poison Mist, yeah.
Mhm.
Which is after that, I think.
I just wanted to, in the same vein as Bloodborne, shit on Sony for some reason this game only being like available on like
Yeah, locked
PlayStation
there.
4 of all
It's so
modern
weird.
platforms. Like,
It's
what is going on? And they just like ported like all the GBA and DS games to like all platforms. So why is
Is
Symphony of
this
the
one
Night
on
languished?
Switch? I don't remember.
No, it's
I
the
don't
only one
think
that's
so.
not.
Yeah.
No, because there's the
Oh.
collection that just has that and
Rondo
Rondo
of
of
Blood?
Blood. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is only on PlayStation 4. Yeah.
Oh, what? Really? Oh, shit.
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
shout out to Symphony of the Night. If you had never played a Metroidvania before, I'd tell you to go play this, but
Mhm.
it's not
Yeah.
widely available. So,
We
where do
were just organizing and I found my disc, my original PS1
Oh,
disc
sick.
upstairs.
Hell
Are we,
I was
yeah.
like, oh
are we
damn.
bringing all and ranking, or are we
Yeah,
gonna
let's
rank
bring
individually?
them all and then rank.
Let's
Oh,
bring 'em
thank
all.
you for the reminder.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Steven, what you got for us? Oh, do you want to go
No,
last?
I was gonna go
What-
last just in case, because
Okay.
I'll do the historic pick if I have to fall on the sword. Yeah.
Jonah, what you got for us?
All right. It's one of my all-time favorite games ever, but it's also a bit of a meme pick. So we're gonna go with The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD for the Wii U. So you gotta put
Hell yeah.
that baby in the box with the Wii U.
Yeah, and we've got a power cell because we don't know what life's gonna be like in 100 years. So like we got power, it's a big time capsule. We've got a PC in there. We've got like everything you could possibly need.
Actually, the whole list is
Mountain
going to be
Dew.
in there. Yeah.
We're gonna have just info, like little like notes and stuff on like how to teabag opponents. And
ceremonial,
yeah.
Yeah, but great pick, Jonah. I wanted you to go before me because I was thinking about picking this, but I was thinking Jonah probably is going to pick this. So let me let him go first. But
like exactly the HD version?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's so
just
fun.
Wind Waker. But
okay, just Wind Waker.
HD would be funny. But yeah, it's just it's what I was saying. It has a timeless art direction.
Absolutely,
it's just gonna look good forever and just immaculately jolly vibes. Like,
yeah. And let's talk about a game that actually has banger music. Fucking Wind Waker, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Actual jolly vibes. I'm not raging at bullshit levels.
The best healing potion of the game is your grandma's soup.
Yeah.
And Toon Link is just so expressive as well. Like, it's fantastic.
Toon Link is probably my favorite design for Link, honestly.
He's great. He's great.
It is crazy how like people fucking hated
it when it came out. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Now it's like the best one.
I mean, even after the game, it took a while for people to come around on Wind Waker.
Yeah, everyone wanted Twilight Princess because they saw that Zelda 60 GameCube demo and they're like, gritty. And plus we're in that era, we're starting to Xbox, PS2, all that sort of stuff.
Where everything needed to be realistic.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think Wind Waker probably, I don't know if people really consider it to be, I mean, obviously there's like loading tricks, but like kind of feels like an open world game.
Oh,
100%. I guess besides like loading into interiors and stuff, but just sailing the Great Sea, dude, like one of the like top 10 open worlds for me, dude. Iconic.
And the music while you're sailing is so fun.
Dude.
Do you guys ever do the thing where like you're sailing and you're trying to jump between the little white lines?
Yeah.
You just come up with ways to entertain yourself. You guys know the boomerang thing, where if you pump the sail by like putting it away and taking it out, you get like a speed boost that's faster than just sailing with the sail.
That's because you're playing on the OG. You gotta have the Swift sail, man.
It makes you go faster than the boomerang can catch up to you. So you can throw the boomerang and then pump your sail.
I forgot about
the
boomerang.
And the boomerang never comes back.
It chases you the whole time, and
that's pretty funny. Yeah, but yeah, the open world is a bit empty, but God, it's gorgeous. It's just so gorgeous.
GameCube, bro. GameCube.
Yeah.
All right. Mateo, what you got for us?
Oh man, I struggled with this one honestly, because like the way that I was approaching the prompt is, this is a game that in 100 years is going to be that slice of life. It's going to be that snapshot of what was life like when we closed up this time capsule. And that kind of limits my
wrestling game.
Oh my god, that would be good. And I was like, maybe the South Park games, the Stick of Truth, like they're really good at parodying modern society, things like that. Not really exactly my cup of tea, but then I was thinking maybe like City Skylines. It's a city builder set in the modern age. It's
cities. Is it gonna be like mega structure cyberpunk 100 years from now? Like, what is this quaint little city?
But I think I've got to go with a basic pick. I think I've got to be basic on this one. I think it's GTA 5. I think that if you're snapshotting the modern world, it is GTA 5. That
is a very good mirror to what it was like.
Also, one of the most like lucrative games like ever. It's just like, here's what was big right now.
Yeah, it is. It's just the perfect time capsule game. It's obviously hyper, over the top and all that fun stuff, but it does a good job of parodying a lot of modern society, a lot of the shit that we've been dealing with, especially in the digital age and like the tech bro age and things like that. It's a good time capsule game.
And then somebody opens the time capsule, plays it without context, and doesn't realize that it's parody.
They're like, man, they were
Yeah.
just shooting at each other
Yeah,
all the time.
It will not look like parody at all. Yeah.
I hate to break it to you. It doesn't seem like a lot of people understand that it's parody right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Are you going to give him some shark cards to play online as well?
I don't think that the internet's going to get less toxic in 100 years. We're just doing not GTA Online. We're doing just the base game.
Sorry, no Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Or we have to pack in
Aw.
like a simulation of the internet, like a
Yeah.
LAN with a bunch of
Yeah.
like
It's the
bots on
fantasy
it.
that we've got everything you need.
Yeah.
Enjoy the game the way
Yeah.
people played it back then.
Send them a bunch of copies. They can just
Um,
play together.
yeah, there's like
Yeah.
San Junipero, like tech ghosts of dead
Yeah.
people that are playing the game with you in like a simulator.
I love San Junipero.
Damn, that just makes me sad.
Uh,
That is such a sad
It's so
episode.
beautiful.
Really
Yeah.
good though.
I put it on at the dentist while I was having my teeth cleaned. And I forgot
What?
about all the sex. And so I was just like sitting
What's your
there,
dentist like?
and this lady is cleaning my teeth, and I'm just like, yeah.
Don't look into the reflection of my glasses.
Yeah.
Guess the sad part, you're
Alright.
just crying at the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caden, what do you got?
All right. I think I'm gonna go into like historically relevant direction in the sense of like lesson that needed to be learned and someone was trying to tell but nobody listened. So we're going Metal Gear Solid 2, bro.
Oh.
It's Liberty.
Damn.
I fully
Memes.
believe that like yeah, Metal Gear.
Did he literally no? But did he create me, or did that concept
Oh,
exist
I
before
think
that
like
game?
What,
he
memes?
Memes, literally.
there's
Yeah.
two different definitions of memes. There's
Yeah,
like
there's a
Right.
historical
what
term that's, yeah.
there's
Mhm.
like what you think of as a meme now, and then there's
Right.
like basically
Genetic
like
means or something, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it means like something that's like passed on in your DNA that's like a
Something
memory
that,
or like
yeah.
data, but instead of just like DNA genetics. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Like the shocked Pikachu face that gets passed on to
yeah,
generations.
he
Yeah, genetic
probably can
memory.
be credited for like making most people aware of the word meme. But anywho, I fully believe in like 100 years, the world will just be completely ruined in one of myriad of ways by AI and robots. It's like we're either going like Skynet, Terminator, or we're going the Matrix. Everybody's like in a simulation powering machine overlords
Why
or
not
something or
both?
whatever. So
Yeah, why
yeah.
look
So
away?
as like future Keanu Reeves is like slothed out of his like battery sack and he's about to be like shot in the head by a T-101 with a laser rifle. He opens up our time capsule and it's a PS2 and a CO2 TV with Metal Gear Solid 2. And Hideo Kojima has tried to tell him about the dangers of AI and how like the internet's just going to be like 99.9% completely full of AI generated garbage that's fake and like
Yeah.
Mhm.
nobody's going to listen. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then it solves the
Anyway,
world.
Yeah.
no, the guy just gets shot in the head
Oh,
with a
okay.
T-101 laser rifle and nobody learns.
And then the T-101 goes and
yeah, the T-101
He's like,
looks at him.
oh,
What have I become?
maybe he's like
I
he's like
am
Elijah
single
he's like
oil
Elijah
here.
Wood in Back to the Future 2, and he's like, this is a baby toy.
yeah. You have to use your hands. It is so funny that he was talking about that stuff because I read a book by Neil Stephenson that was like talking about the internet being so full of lies that there were like post-reality humans, which like you see happening right now. Like there are
Mhm.
people who are just like they're post-reality, like they just believe things that aren't real. I mean, like, that's human history, but like, yeah, it's wild.
Anyway, Steven, pull us out of the deep depression. of the future.
Man, historically, I feel like I really want to do the historical pick. My heart man, I don't know. This is so hard. No,
While
I'm
he's
not going
thinking,
with the historical
while he's
pick.
thinking,
No,
do y'all want to hear my meme pick? My meme pick was going to be Raft because the world's going to be just destroyed and covered in water. So that'll
Water
teach you
world,
how to read
baby.
it.
so you can give it to Kevin Costner to play.
Yeah.
He's like, damn, this is just like a modern sim. Yeah, there you go.
Just a 2 VHS set of Waterworld.
Hell yeah, and the Postman.
Crazy how
I'm gonna
future I thought that was
I'm
gonna
gonna
be.
go with with Journey. Journey is
Sure.
gonna have to be my pick.
I don't think anyone understood what your shirt was.
Sorry, I'm going with Journey.
No, we heard you. We just didn't understand what your shirt
Shut
was.
up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was gonna go for Tetris because I wanted that to be on the list.
I was gonna say
Deserves to be
Tetris
on the
is probably,
list.
yeah.
That was my historic pick that deserves to be on the list. I'm sorry I didn't do it. I just didn't feel it. Just wasn't feeling it in the moment. Journey it distills video game. It has start, middle, end. It's a life cycle video game. You go from birth to death, and rebirth. This samsara thing that's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Music is so untouchably good. Sliding down the sand dunes and stuff, and floating through the air for the time and stuff. It's just I haven't had a video game where it's like, this is a video game. You wake up, you look at the mountain, you go, that's where I'm going, I go to the mountain, and that's all you do. Is you go to a mountain and then you start again. But what it tells you and the trials and tribulations you go through, and then the only positive co-op, like you cannot do negative, you can't troll or anything like that. It's all positive. No matter if someone doesn't really know what they're doing, just having someone next to you helps you because you can get a little bit of like flight power and stuff just by singing to each other. And it is an absolutely beautiful game, and it just stays in my top 10 perpetually because it's just so beautiful and so timeless, and just it's a video game. It's a video game ass video game, and that's the shit that I love.
That's sick. Yeah. I was
Kingdom
thinking about
Hearts.
going with that kind of pick of just like, this is like out of the box. This is gonna be fun, and for that, I almost picked Mario Kart 8. Like, let's just fucking have some fun right now. But
man,
anyway.
Except like if you're in the wastelands and then like you freaking like red shell someone on the freaking finish line, they're gonna actually choke you out for your can of beans. And that's not great. Like,
that's true.
I love how
Speaking of
everyone just
unpredictable-
ubiquitously accepts that we're all just fucked. The human race is
Like,
just
yeah,
fucked.
Being a millennial is being an absurdist for sure. We're
Oh
just,
yeah,
like, on
it's
the
only
other
way to
side.
cope.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a quick little break and we'll come back and rank these suckers. All right, my friends, it's time to rank these suckers. Let's bring it back around to Isla with Castlevania Symphony of the Night. We'll just give you the floor here to just kind of go up or down the list and give us your gut of where you think the sucker slots in.
Damn, I just have to say where I think it goes.
Yeah, and then we debate it.
Yeah.
We'll fight it.
You know, I'm vibing like in the teens. You know, like for me, it's my third favorite game of all time. It's, you know, Outer Wilds, Bloodborne, and this. Outer Wilds and Bloodborne are kind of tied, but they're so different, you know. So obviously, like, I would argue pretty high. Looking at the list and like guessing your guys' taste, you know, I think it could slot into around 14. I certainly think it's better than Borderlands 2. Like easily.
I've been looking around that area too. I think 14 is nice. Especially it doesn't upset Caden because Monster Hunter World is so near and dear to him.
I love Monster Hunter World as well.
Oh my
like,
god, I'm gonna die when Wilds comes out.
I think 14 is a good spot. I think 14 is a good spot for it. I was thinking as high as 12. I think 14 is around that. I think that's
I mean, yeah, for me personally, like I like Symphony of the Night more than, like, I've never been into the Batman Arkham games. Like, Bat Combat just isn't my thing, but like they're beautiful and they're cool and the stories are awesome. So it's like obviously they're for people, but like this top 10 is like pretty god tier. Super Mario 64 is
it wasn't always
11th. So
we previously got called the games because
the what?
The corridor.
The corridor of games instead of being the hall of greats.
What did what did Nakey Jakey say about 10 out of 10 shimmy through a crack games? Like, God of War.
Yeah, the lie of no loading.
This list used to be real bad. We had Andrea Renee on, and she saw our list and was like, "What are you guys doing? What is
She's
it?"
like, "I have to go."
Pretty much.
Sick. Yeah, that's a great rank. I think if World wasn't there, I would put it right up at like 11 behind Wilds, but I got to defend my dinosaur genociding simulator. So,
They use every part. They need it. They need them.
Yeah.
you do use every part.
It's a
Cool.
holistic
So,
society.
yeah, let's hit up Jonah here with Wind Waker HD.
Man, this is gonna be hard.
This is gonna
That's
be
a
real
real tough
hard.
one.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Oh,
I
it's gonna be
think
real hard, guys.
because it's one of like my all-time favorite games. I want it to go high. My list isn't updating properly, so I'm just gonna say let's
Okay.
put it above Batman, Arkham Asylum.
Okay, I'm fine with that. What's the takes here from everybody else who might resist the rank?
Makes me wish I pushed Precipitate Night harder.
I freaking love this game so much. Well, the good thing about for you is you get an unrestricted re-rank, so feel free
Oh yeah.
to use that soon. But
Don't worry.
I love this game so much. I would also put it there. I would
Here's the
personally
argument I have.
put
I
it
have a
above Super
thought.
Mario 64, but it's I don't think it should go above it. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I think in the future, in 100 years, like we talk a lot now, like people will argue like merit versus like historically significant. So you get
Hmm.
people that are like, well, Ocarina of Time's the best Zelda game because it did it once first. Not
Yeah.
that it's like,
Hmm.
but in 100 years, the guy who crawls out of the battery sack and is about to get murdered by a 201 is not gonna give a shit about the historical significance of Ocarina of Time. So
Yeah.
He
I
gets
feel like
gifted Ocarina of Time, and he's like, "How do I
Yeah.
hold
so
3
if you
wings
got
You
on?"
just
Ocarina
cut
of
out.
Time, if you got Ocarina of Time and Wind Waker, the egg sack battery man, it's got to be Wind Waker every time, right?
What is this
So-
Well, 'cause
scenario, dude?
you want happiness too. You'd want happiness, not super stressful time loops.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that this list also got put into the time capsule, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, why did they give me this game, but they put it all the way down at 15? A game that's
Yeah.
But for you, Jonah, does Wind Waker be Ocarina of Time? Or not?
Yeah,
Yeah.
110%.
Okay. We'll start the vote here. I mean, I will second Wind Waker over Ocarina of Time. Will anyone else?
Oh,
But we
jump
don't
on the
have
bandwagon?
like, man, that's another awesome power. We could do like
Replace.
like
Swaparoo.
swap,
swap.
switcheroo. Yeah, so like you do that would be cool. Man, I that's the thing. It's like I just don't like having 2 Zelda games.
I don't either.
And that's my only. Zelda's my freaking favorite series behind like Pokemon and Resident Evil. Like it's so good, but I just
Look,
don't like
man.
the look of it in the top
A Link
10
to the Past
with another
is
game.
chunked down at 15.
Yeah.
Doing our due diligence.
Chunked down at 15. It's like every single Zelda
All right,
game is going to be in
should
the
we
top
just go
20.
back to number 12 above Batman?
Well, I'll
what about
I'll
what
take
if
number
we
11.
What if we put it at 10?
Or you
But
could
then
put
that's-
Ocarina at 11 and Wind Waker at 8.
We can't re-rank games. That's the rule we set
can't
on
re-rank
ourselves.
games. We don't have that power.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, it means kicking Outer Worlds out of the top 10.
So
which I guess
that's
Then
what I'm
let's-
saying. Let's go.
I don't
Let's
love
do-
that.
let's
I don't
do
love
Let's go
that.
11.
Let's do 11.
Let's go 11.
Okay.
11's a
11
good spot.
is solid.
Super Mario Stinky 4.
In theory, these are all going to be fairly high ranked games. Like they're going in a time
Yeah.
right? These are going to be top 20 games.
Mm.
Oh, man. The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. Yeah, we did it. Didn't talk enough about the fact you got to play this on the Wii U. All right, cool. Mateo, Grand Theft Auto 5.
This man, I don't know where this fits in.
Yeah,
It's
it's kind of a
like,
just take the wheel for me. 'cause
it's a
I've never
game
even
that
played a single GTA.
is
If we're-
so amazing at what it does, but I don't want to ever replay it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If we're talking
it was-
about the main story, I played it one time back in 2013 or 14, whenever
Yeah.
it launched, and I haven't
Like-
played it since. Does the story still hold up? Like, does the gameplay
Yeah,
still
it's a
hold
great
up?
question.
it's all right. It's a standard crime story. It's got its ups and downs. I mean, the voice acting is pretty solid for the main characters. I mean, but honestly, the best part about Grand Theft Auto has never been the stories. It's been driving around in a car
Yeah.
in the city,
The
experiencing.
GTA-ness of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously, well, Isla could speak to it a lot more, but like, I'm sure that there's a few little snapshot locations where it's like, wow, that's like a
for sure, yeah.
shrunk down version of a 1-to-1 of that particular spot. Like,
we've done that actually before, where we like played games based on places we're familiar with, like LA or Chicago or whatever, and just tried to navigate like by our own knowledge.
Really?
It's really truncated, but it's accurate. Like,
That's cool.
you know, like you suddenly teleport from Beverly Hills to Hollywood in like a road, which is not real, but like, you know, it's a video game, like whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's an interesting one for me because it's like there are arguments that put it in the top 10 and arguments that put it at like 40. So it's like
I personally, with the way that our list is curated, I'm about at 29 at the moment. I don't know.
That seems fine to me looking at the list.
Like, it's definitely better than Lord of the Rings: The Third Angel.
Yeah, or maybe even 27. Like maybe because again, Jet Set Radio, we love the art style and stuff, but whether it's a better game than that, yeah.
I would
Somewhere
definitely play Grand Theft Auto right now over Jet Set Radio. I would just cruise around, put on that indie station, and
I
just
don't know.
vibe.
I don't know,
and
man.
maybe actually,
the vibe, dude.
yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. I would probably play Grand Theft Auto right now over Mass Effect 2, just because it's probably getting pretty old. It'd be probably a bit harder.
Mass
to get
Effect
back to
2
Mass Effect 2.
though.
I know it's a fantastic
Yeah,
game.
you guys are
That's the
trying
thing.
you're speaking nonsense now. Yeah, you're flying too close to the sun. Let's go back.
Yeah.
What if you put it
Go back to
at
number 30.
30?
Is
Get number 30. Yeah.
Under
I
Super
definitely
Mario
would
Bros.
rather
but
play
above
Super Mario
third
Bros.
age?
Over
Yeah.
GTA.
That's the thing. Like that's a hard thing to say. Obviously, you'd pick up Super Mario Bros. Because you just get into 1-1.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a
like,
160 gigabyte download
Like
to
how-
play Super Mario
What is
Bros.
the minutes until I actually get to play in GTA 5?
Oh, a long time.
Yeah.
You've got to load the game. Even after downloading the game, it
Are the
You've gotta
are the
load
load
it.
times still bad? I haven't played it since like early
I think
I
they are.
PS4.
haven't played it since 2020,
And I put the money back
2014
into
or
the
whatever.
game.
I would assume they are. I'm fine with 30. Like I said, the prompt was perfect for this game. I don't think this is a game I would have brought with any other prompt.
That's the thing about like so many games when they come out, like Skyrim. I know Isla's more of a Morrowind Oblivion fan, but like when Skyrim came out, it was my favorite game of all time because it was so big. It was the biggest game that had ever come out. But every year it just goes further and further down the list because it gets jankier and jankier and jankier.
Yeah.
You
don't have
it
Dark
doesn't.
Souls on it?
Not yet.
Well,
I was a
it
Dark
just
Souls kid
It just hasn't
instead of
matched the
Skyrim.
prompt.
Yeah.
Man, did those come out the same year? Like,
Yeah.
was that like July maybe? I remember
think
that
so.
trailer that had that ridiculous song that was like, I'll find it.
Because I remember like starting to get into Skyrim and then playing Dark Souls and being like, oh, Skyrim is bad.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like there's so much difference between the contents of a game and like the gameplay of a game. Like when there's such depth to like a Breath of the Wild or Skyrim, but obviously the minute to minute gameplay is nowhere near as good as a Souls game.
Yeah. It's just what you're after too.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I was a fiend for Morrowind. And
all right, what is our next game, Caden? What was your game?
Alrighty, we got Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty.
Oh man.
I've watched hour-long videos explaining this story because I just don't like the gameplay of these games at all.
Yeah.
But man, I love the lore of Hideo Kojima's games. I just don't like his gameplay ideas at all.
I'm feeling 11 through 20 on this one because I want to play as Snake. I don't want to play as Raiden. I don't want to play as some whiny emo anime boy. I want to be Snake when I'm playing these games.
Ow.
You're just like all the
part of
rest
it though. I mean, man, I love this game. 3 is my favorite Metal Gear, but like this one is
this one is the one
it.
that, like, technically speaking, it blew my fucking mind. Like,
it blew my mind.
All right,
it's
Anyone
just
like replays
so
this
solid.
game today, it like weirdly holds up. It's got like a just slightly not realistic enough art style, and there's just all these weird sim things. Like you can like use your coolant to like freeze blocks of ice and like
Yeah.
shoot the
Mhm.
blocks of ice into fragments with your bullets or some shit. It has
Shooting the
no
melons and
consequence at
stuff.
all. Yeah,
You
on the
could,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
gameplay,
think,
which
I
the
can
you could
cut the
shoot.
first-person
melons
camera
in this
mode,
game.
the
Mhm.
first-person camera mode, while being revolutionary, was a bit janky for me. I played a little bit on the HD collection and then just stopped because I'm like, it feels weird. I don't know.
yeah,
It did
I
have
don't
a
think
lot
I
of fun
played a
things with the.
demo more
I think
than I played this one.
you could shoot
Mm.
holes in things, right? And the water would go down to exactly the bullet level, but not go further. Like
Yeah, the
ice cubes,
flower would come out. And yeah.
ice
there's a
cubes would
boss named
melt.
Fat
Like,
Man, who's a fat man.
What
was
game
that?
was the
Genius.
demo on, or was it like a? Did it?
Zone of the Enders.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
wow.
Was
And
that
in
guy
the
a
demo
vampire?
you could like
That is a
torture the
video
enemies
game
even
of-
more.
yeah. Phil Lamar plays a vampire, sexy as fuck.
Yeah.
Caden, where
I
do you
mean,
think this slots in?
Well,
for
I'm
me
just
it's
not gonna be
way better
helpful
than
because
Borderlands too.
yeah, like if I'm like obviously I'm comparing it in my head to Metal Gear Solid, and I think like the original Metal Gear Solid, like PS1, like if you have to pick one or the other, I feel like I'd rather play MGS2. So like I would just shoot it right up to 5. I don't think anybody's gonna play ball with me on that one. So you guys gotta tear it down.
Well,
The
Yeah,
Mateo,
I-
the
Mateo put
gameplay
a
is the gameplay is way better on
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 2 for sure.
Yeah.
But I like the story in one
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
That's
And
where
the
I'm torn.
historical like like not for the 100-year prompt like you were saying, but like for this list, like the
yeah.
historical
Yeah.
value of Metal Gear Solid
Metal
is
Gear
like
Solid.
Um,
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah. Again, like I
Nice.
yeah, I leave the floor to all of the lovers, like I did with Baldur's Gate 3, and I don't
Mm.
really have anything other than I just don't like the gameplay of these games
Yeah.
as much, and the top-down perspective is not my kind of cup of tea. Because with the stealth game, I'd like to know what I'm looking at, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, they added
I
the
think
first-person
like
the only experience I have with
seeing-
this series is 5. And
And
a
the
little
Fortnite
bit of
skins.
ground
Whoa.
zeros. And the Fortnite
And the
skins.
Wow.
That's a weird, that's a
I
weird
mean,
place
5's
to
gameplay
start.
is incredible,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I'm kind of like coming around what I was saying about putting it above Borderlands too, because like after our
Yeah,
top 10,
easy.
things get really wonky and it's really hard to like things
Yeah.
are just like out
Yeah,
of whack.
for
And I
sure.
can't pick where it's supposed to go, but I'm like, I mean, it's better
Yeah,
than Borderlands 2, right?
I'd easily let that happen. Story wise, well, obviously Borderlands 2 is the best Borderlands story, and it's trash.
Yeah.
All right, so 17.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I can't argue that one. Borderlands 3 is a mess.
Man, we've been
Also-
having a lot of fun with that, and I have no idea what's going on. We've been playing Borderlands 3 together, and it's just shooting guns. I'll be shooting.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised with the bad guys. Like they wrote some pretty like interesting bad guys for Borderlands 3.
It's funny you say that because I remember the zeitgeist when that game came out was how stupid and shitty the villains were. But it's a Wind Waker situation.
Yeah.
People are like,
Maybe,
actually.
yeah.
Okay, so that
Alright.
just leaves Steven with Journey.
I never played Journey. I missed out on that whole
Hey, bro,
experience that a
Wow,
lot of places.
Can hold
Yeah, this
hands
is
and
again,
play
like-
with Steven. Oh
This
wait,
is,
you
again,
can't
something
party up
where
in that
it's
game.
like
Sorry.
it's very hard to rank
Yeah.
in terms of like it either hits you and you feel it in your bones. Like for me, I
Yeah.
put it above Portal. Like I loved Portal. Like I think it's a fantastic puzzle game, but I wasn't emotionally connected to Portals. Like these puzzles are like I recently
Yeah.
I played the game that you loved that you gave like a 9.8 or something. What was that game? It got a 9.1. The puzzle game.
Oh,
With
Talos
robots.
Principle?
Talos Principle. And I'm like,
No.
first of all, it's got a run button. That's dope in a puzzle
Love
game,
that.
not being
Love
sluggish
that.
and slow.
Yeah.
And I was just, man, the puzzles are so good. Talking to Satan was just fun, and like trying to have this like debate with the devil was so cool. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I think Journey just hits me more than Portal does, and it's the same kind of game. Whereas Portal is a video game, that's like, but everyone else is probably going to think it's at 20 or something like that.
No, I like
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
comparison. I like that comparison though. I think that game and like Outer Wilds are good comparison games though. Because they like match
For
that
me,
vibe,
like-
you know? The
Journey
vibe of the
was
game, anyway.
like it was sweet and cute, but like I was just like,
It didn't.
it's
It didn't hit
fine.
you.
It didn't
Yeah,
like
it didn't
it didn't
hit
make me
you.
cry, and also like I
Yeah.
never want to play it
Yeah.
again because there's no
Same.
like Portal is like
Man, I've
you can
played it
get
so many
the skill
times.
ceiling is like crazy. Like
Mhm.
here's where my head's at. Okay, the journey, the walking, Death Stranding, 23.
I was actually
No
surprised.
way. No way. Death Stranding sucks compared to this game. Death Stranding is like absolute trash tier compared to this
Do you know
game.
what's
I
great?
played like 30 hours of Death Stranding, and I'm like, I am on the
It didn't hit for
freaking
you, Steven.
the hamster wheel and just making roads, and I'm like, and I'm doing the worst fetch quests in video game history, and there's nothing that I like about this game, but I keep playing it.
It's above Death Stranding. It moves Death Stranding down, and then it's slotted in
Yeah.
23.
Can we consider?
Right?
Oh
Yeah,
man, I
okay.
don't know. I'm fighting an uphill battle. What about? Is it better than Halo? Have we got anyone that let me get it above
I'd rather
Halo?
play Halo. Yeah.
Oh man,
Damn
I've
it.
I mean,
got so
I think.
With a needler.
Then
I mean, it's
I-
not to meme, but I honestly think it could push Borderlands 2 down again. Because like for me, everything
Yeah.
above MGS2, but like not even joking, like everything above MGS2 is like an all timer on this
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
crazy.
And like Journey to me is like I'm somewhere in between you guys, where it's like for me it's like pure distilled video game in a
Mhm.
good way. It's
Yeah.
like it does like yeah, it didn't make me weep or anything, and like I kind of expected it to hit me more emotionally. But that said, like it was just like that the purity of the experience of Journey is like can't really be understated, and it's one of those games that you just really feel. And it's pretty rare in gaming to have something that where there's like so little friction between you and the experience of doing it, you know? And the multiplayer stuff was really good, yeah. So, but I mean,
with
like
that said,
Sons of Liberty, come on. It's like
with that said, let's put it just above as Jonah has lovingly put it, Banjo Kazooie. Let's put it above Banjo Kazooie. Banjo Kazooie is my
Sure.
favorite game of all time, but it's not a perfect game. But like Journey, I feel is like that sort of like perfect. Like I liken it to Tetris because there's nothing at fault with the game.
And I
So,
forgot
yeah,
I made it Banjo Kazooie. That's so funny, dude.
You're advocating to put it above Banjo Kazooie, your favorite game of all time.
Yeah, because I understand that Banjo Kazooie is not a perfect game.
Alright.
It's just
Bro,
my
why are
favorite
you
game.
putting it lower? I think we all agreed that like
That's fine.
it's okay to go
I
above
like it there.
Borderlands 2.
That's all right. Because I love Titanfall.
yeah, you
2
argued
as well.
it down 4 slots.
Yeah, I know it's
The
fine.
one,
I
it's fine. I don't want
like
that.
Titanfall 2.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Yeah,
Mateo
yeah.
It was at a losing battle where he just kept on losing ground on Borderlands 2.
Sorry, I'm not coming for Borderlands 2 specifically. It's just the rest of the list above it.
Who added
It's-
Borderlands? Was it Ryan?
It's
Probably.
I think it
Oh,
was.
Mateo
That
added
sounds right.
Borderlands too.
Oh, did I add it? Oh God, was
Yeah,
it a
first
co-op
report,
prompt or
second
something?
test prompt. Yeah, that's what we had Halion with Alan Wake too. Yeah.
All right, do you want to run down the list for us, Kate?
Yeah. All
The
right,
whole
let's do a quick
list.
top 10 and then we'll give Isla the
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't do the
the
whole
Power.
opportunity to rank something. Yeah. So our new top 10 is in descending order: Outer Wilds, Portal, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Colossus, Metal Gear, Chrono Trigger, Baldur's Gate 3, and God of War 2018. So I think our only shakeup there was Bloodborne squeezed into number 2 and pushed everything down.
Mhm.
So there you have it. All right. So now Isla, as our guest, you have the power to move any single one game on the list except for any of the 5 games we just
6.
added to the list. 6,
Okay.
including
With
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne, yeah.
And move it anywhere else on the list.
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Anyway,
Okay.
Take your time thinking, think out loud,
Well,
walk us through your
I-
thoughts here.
Okay, here's my thing. Outer Wilds being at 10 is making me nervous because if anything else gets into the top 10, it's going to get pushed out, right?
Okay.
Yep.
But I don't want to put a target on its back. So obviously, like, I'm not going to replace God of War with, which is, what I would do.
that's
but
what happened to Elden Ring and before.
Yeah,
they were both
someone
at number
came in
one
and
and
got
got
the
it.
shit out of here.
Yeah.
It puts
Yeah,
a
yeah,
target
yeah.
on you because then
Puts a
people come in.
target.
They're like, this does not belong in the top 3. We're gonna drop it down to 40.
So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think like thinking logically through, you know, like I would put it like 4th, but I'm like, I'm not coming for Chrono Trigger. I'm not coming for Metal Gear. I'm not coming for Shadow of Colossus. I think I'll put it 7th and where Elden Ring is after
Elden
Shadow of the
Ring.
Colossus.
Man, I didn't think 4th
Yeah,
was that hot. I
I
didn't
thought you were
think
definitely
4th
going to go
was-
for 4th. I thought 4th was going to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to be greedy. You know, I'm trying to
honestly, I
think the
didn't
long
think
game.
I didn't think it was
I think-
that hot. Honestly,
I think
Very
once you get off the podium, you're pretty safe. I feel like off the podium is fairly.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like I'm like Bloodborne and Outer Wilds are like my, you know, like I said, 2 of my favorite games of all time. So like my only goal is keeping them both in the top 10. You know.
Mm.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll do the you know, deal or no deal. Do you want to lock that in? Are you sure? We'll lock it in at 7.
We're all saying 4's good.
Put it at 4, then put it at
All
4.
right, let's put it at 4.
Right. Put it at 4. Twist my arm, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger's
Alright.
good, but like, come on.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it. But it's
Chrono
gotta
Trigger's
be
been
good.
Chrono Trigger's been getting by on nostalgia for sure. Like our
Yeah,
list is
for a
sure.
long
Getting
time.
tightened up.
Everyone, yeah, everyone that brings an RPG is like, but is it better than Chrono Trigger?
It's
Sorry to
wanna-
pretty much the entire panel of GGD Gaiden who are fucking Chrono Trigger sickos who are gonna listen to this and be upset.
I want to
listen, Chrono Trigger rips. Chrono Trigger's
Yes.
amazing.
I
You
want to
know, 5
try
is
Chrono
great.
Trigger so bad, but like I have it on PC and I tried playing it and I was like, oh god, this looks it's so
Oh
bad.
no!
Is
I
that
feel
the
like
one
a
with
bad
the-
port.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about? Oh,
Is that the one where
The
they
text
changed
box
the
Sort of like
graphics?
the DS or the
Yeah.
phone one.
It is
yeah.
so
Gotta
hard to
emulate
read the text on it.
3DS one.
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't originally though, but yeah,
Just
all the
emulate,
ports would have
bro.
been bad.
Is it on the
No, you-
SNES Mini or whatever?
It
I
might
don't
be.
know.
Was
It
it?
seems like it'd
no,
be too good.
they
for
got
that
Final
to
Fantasy
be able to get it.
6 on there.
Oh.
Fun-
Yeah.
I need like a
Yeah.
CRT filter put on Chrono Trigger on PC. Like if that is a thing where you can just kind of blur it a little bit, because like if I squint and blur
Yes.
it looks
Emulation.
incredible.
Yeah. Emulated or maybe like that Final
Oh,
Fantasy
yeah.
9 mod that like fixes the font.
Well, that was the
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
thing, though. I didn't realize, like, because I'm not I am a fucking nerd, but I'm not like a tech nerd. But that the CRT is made up of circles, and so when you actually see Chrono Trigger on a CRT, like all the faces are all rounded and they look
Yeah.
amazing. And then, but when you put it on an LCD screen, it's all square, and I did not know that at all.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Like part of the magic of pixel art is like the blurring to like make it look like a screen
Yeah.
image. That you just lose that when you upscale it to modern screens. But anyway, I think you should play it, Jonah, because you're a Sea of Stars and Earthbound sicko. It's right up your alley.
I know.
Oh, you'd love it. Yeah, you would love
And
it.
just a general sicko, so I just love that
Yes.
shit.
Shut up.
Cool.
I remember
So,
liking
yeah,
Chrono
top-
Cross too, but I was like 9, so
That is on the list
Yeah, yeah.
somewhere. 35.
Okay,
Nice.
Caden, I've got a non sequitur. What? Because this is your jam. This is totally in your wheelhouse. What is Pokemon Brown?
Well, obviously it's a Pokemon hack. I have not played that one, so I don't know what the gimmick of Pokemon Brown is. But I assume it's probably some kind of joke hack where you play like Bidoof or something as your starter or something like that. So, cool. Thanks for that non sequitur, Mateo. And now we can exit the GGD list. Thank you. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody. It is time for the game and one last 100 themed 100 episodes of GGD. So, one last thing. We're doing the top 100 best-selling video game franchises of all time, as is told by Al Economista de Video on YouTube. If you have any issues with any of the placements because of them, and they did it about 9 months ago, so who knows how accurate they are. I don't care. It's the only top 100 list I could find, so I just wanted to keep the theming relevant. So literally, it's just a bunch of games. I'm just going to give a quick, say what number we're at. I'm just going to give a quick clue, and then everyone will guess. We'll just keep moving on someone in the comments wants to keep score, that's great. I don't give a shit. So we'll find out at the end. Maybe someone will be the obvious winner.
Caden, keep track
There's
of score.
games. So
I'm gonna try.
good luck. All right, starting with number 100. I can be punching you, but I can't throw elbows.
Punch Out.
Ooh, that is actually pretty close. I am a platformer from PlayStation.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Uncharted?
Rayman.
Oh.
Okay, 99.
Rayman. No
Can't throw
elbows.
elbows.
It's not
That's so
PlayStation,
funny.
that's Ubisoft.
Number 99. I'll be moving some boxes with some love heart.
Portal.
Hubert.
Bomberman?
Oh, Catherine.
I said
Portal.
Portal.
There we
Portal.
go.
I said
Someone
Portal.
else said Portal.
I said
Yeah, he
Portal.
said
Oh,
Portal.
Oh, did you? Oh, sorry, I missed that one. Sorry. I was just gonna give it to Isla because I didn't.
No,
fuck
he
it.
said it.
Number 98.
Fuck.
Man, I'll be licking those apples. Just a green
Yoshi or
green
Yoshi's
monster.
Island? Yoshi's Island?
Yoshi. Yeah, Yoshi series. Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Number 97.
I'll give it to Joe.
Man, how am I gonna give a clue to this? Just a bunch of anime RPGs.
Final Fantasy.
Persona.
Final Fantasy.
Shin Megami.
I don't know. How would I say this?
Dragon Quest.
It was the
Dragon
Tales of series. None of you got it.
Oh, Tales of.
Number 96. You'd be doing lots of farming. Just mostly farming.
Stardew
Harvest
Valley.
Moon.
Anyone
Animal
else?
Crossing?
Quick. Other farming games?
Farming
No,
Simulator.
farming's... Yay! There we go.
Farming
Good job.
Simulator.
Number 95. This dog just laughing at you.
Duck Hunt.
Oh,
Yes.
Duck Hunt.
Fuck.
Yep.
Damn it.
Bam.
That's awesome.
Number 94. I guess, do you want to pet some animals on your DS?
Nintendo.
Nintendogs?
Nintendogs.
Nintendogs. There we go.
Yeah.
Number 93. Is it your heart was filled with light? No, I was gonna give your dark soul light.
Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry. There we go. I can't
Oh.
remember
Indicated
what the quote
myself.
was. Good job. Number 92. Just shooting some goo on the ground.
Splatoon.
Bam.
Oh, wow.
Number 91. Oh, we're bowling, baby.
Wii
Strike.
Sports.
Wii Sports.
Wii
Strike.
Sports.
Oh no, I got the wrong game. It's Wii Play because I can't. No one fucking played Wii Play. I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Number 90.
They might
Steven,
include that. I don't
Steven,
know.
pull
Number
off your
90.
mic just a little bit. Just a little bit. Pull off. There you go.
Number 90. Purple Dragon.
Spyro.
Pyro.
Bam.
Oh yeah.
89. Two rivals are now going to the Olympics together.
Mario and
Mario.
Sonic.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn it.
88. Sean Connery, Pierce Brosnan,
GoldenEye?
Bond. James
Goldeneye.
Bond.
Bond. There we
Oh,
go. Number 87. I'm running on some buildings and I'm killing some zombies.
Dying Light.
Dying Light.
Bam.
Oh.
Number 86. I'm fighting a bunch of Russians. We may go to space. Tim Curry love to say.
Call of Duty.
"Space."
Command and Conquer.
Yeah, Command and Conquer.
Ooh.
85. It's such a good line.
Yeah.
Number 85. Fuck, this is meant to go quick. Number 85. Action combat platform from PlayStation. With
Uncharted.
two plucky
Daxter.
little characters.
Jack and Daxter. Yeah.
Close, but no cigar.
Oh,
What's the other one?
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, there we go. Number 84. Wooloo.
Crash Bandicoot.
Wooloo.
What the
That-
fuck?
everyone doesn't know that. That's hate. Oh my god. Okay.
That's it? Is that
It's,
Civilization?
close. It is an RTS on the PC, but it's not.
Age of
Civilization.
Empires?
Age of Empires. Yes, that's how you
Yeah.
convert
Stupid.
people to your religion. Yes, it is stupid. 83. Jonah's favorite game that won't ever come back because
Titanfall.
Ubisoft hates.
Oh, Splinter
hates
Cell.
bringing back this game. Yay! There we go.
Oh.
Number 82. Just doing some skating and listening to some freaking punk.
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Number 81. Hokage.
Naruto.
Naruto.
Shippuden. Or
Number
Ninja Storm.
80. GTA but worse? Question mark.
Saints Row.
Saints Row. There we go.
Whoa.
79. pretty much another open world, Uncharted-like game from Sony
Tomb Raider.
with robots and dinosaurs.
Horizon?
Oh,
Horizon, there we go. 78, the G-Man.
Half-Life.
Half-Life.
Number 77, you be a manager for soccer teams.
FIFA?
Football Manager?
Football manager, there we go. I'm like, how do I give a clue to this? Number 76, I don't know, another killing game from Tom Clancy.
Assassin's
Recon?
Creed.
Wildlands.
What'd you
The
say?
Division?
Someone said it.
Ghost
Someone
Recon?
said
Ghost Recon?
Recon. I don't know who it was. All right, 75.
answer?
It's Ghost
It was
Recon.
Ghost Recon.
Oh, fuck.
75, the NBA game that's not 2K.
NBA Jam.
Oh.
The other one. Live. NBA Live. Let's move on. We're a bunch of nerds. We don't know this shit. 74. Do you want to do some maths on your DS?
Brain
Brain
Age?
Brain Age. There we go. Number 73. You died?
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. There we go. Number 72. Another Tom Clancy game. Let's guess this one.
The Division.
Division?
Another one.
Fuck.
This one's about teams, I think.
Rainbow Six?
Question mark.
Rainbow
There we
Six.
go.
Oh, Rainbow
Number
Six.
6.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Number 71. The answer is that this place is light.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. Number 70. Bad Dad Simulator.
Octodad.
Apocalypse.
The Last of
Oh.
Us.
Last of Us. There we go. Number 69. Man,
Nice.
the game that was the biggest war game before COD.
Battlefield.
The
Medal
one
of
before
Honor?
that. There we go.
Oh, Medal of
I
Honor.
said Medal of Honor. I said it.
Caden
Number
did say it.
Number 68. You be a robot, but you can't bend down. Like, can't kneel because you're blue and you just be shooting.
Mega Man.
Who shoot robots?
There we go.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Number
I
67. Do you want to play a guitar?
Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero?
There we go.
Fine.
Number 66. I don't know. The biggest MMO.
Wow.
Wow.
There we go. Number 65. Chainsaw Gun.
Chainsaw
Gears
Man.
of War.
War.
Damn it.
Gears of War. There we go. Number 64. I want to live under the ocean and be a tyrant under the ocean.
What?
I
Subnautica?
read Iron
Bioshock.
Ran.
Bioshock.
There we go. It's like
Oh.
I read
Bioshock.
Iron Rand.
Yeah, okay.
I live under the ocean. Number 63. Thwip Thwip.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
There we go. Number 62. Oh, these are just some big old RTS games with
StarCraft.
turn-based stuff. You just be doing lots of.
Warcraft. Starcraft. Civilization.
62 was Total War. 61. Yeah, man, we got a balance board for this action. We're getting fit.
We
Mm,
fit.
There we go.
I
Number
saw one of those
60.
today.
This is the what do you call it? Raiders of the Lost Ark Simulator game.
Tomb Raider?
Number 60.
Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Uncharted. There we
Oh.
go. Number 59. Digging it like
Big Doug.
that block game, but in
Minecraft?
In 2D. No, the Minecraft in 2D. That's what I mean.
Terraria?
Terraria.
There we go. Terraria.
That's
yeah.
that high?
Yeah,
Wow,
crazy.
that's
Number
good for
58.
Terraria.
Number 58. I don't want to set the world on fire. I only want to.
Fallout.
Fallout.
There we go. Number 57. Just sucking up stuff and eating it.
Kirby?
Kirby.
There we go. 56. Killing 1,000 enemies on the battlefield in ancient
Dynasty
times.
Warriors. Yeah,
There we
Dynasty
go.
Warriors.
Number 55. Going onto the internet to read lore to tell everyone that this
Dark
MMO
Souls?
shooter actually has a good story. Yeah, you're right.
Destiny.
Correct. Number 54. Am I doing the right? Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Yeah, number 54. I don't want to do the sound. I guess I'm collecting apples as I'm jumping on big boxes.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Fresh
There we
Bandicoot.
go.
Yeah.
I was gonna do the sound, but I will sound really bad and racist, so I won't do that. 53. I am matching 3 with some
Bejeweled.
gems, I guess.
Bejeweled?
There we go. 52. This is interesting. I wonder what. Okay, I'm clicking some options to maybe watch all my friends die in an apocalypse of zombie proportions.
Nonary games? Oh.
DayZ?
Zombies. I'm just saying.
Walking Dead?
Someone will remember that. There we go. Walking Dead.
Oh, nice.
Number 51. Shoryuken.
Street Fighter.
Oh, fuck.
Number
Of course,
50.
that's not here.
What is the meaning of insanity?
Far Cry.
There we go.
Ooh,
Number 49.
Good pull.
Building blocks and playing with Luke
Minecraft.
Skywalker.
Star Wars
Lego.
Lego.
There we go. Number 48.
Lego fun.
Throwing your kid and your dad and whoever into a volcano.
Second.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Of course, of course.
47. Visiting Tristram.
Oh my god,
Oh,
oh my god,
Diablo.
There we go. 46. I love these games that were based off of a TERF's ideas.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Here we go.
Oh.
Number 45. Caden's prescient stealth game of choice.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear?
Metal Gear.
Metal
Number
Gear.
44. Metal. Number 44. You died of dysentery.
Oregon Trail.
The Oregon Trail. Number 43. I got a coconut launcher.
Donkey
Donkey
Kong.
Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Mm,
Number
Wow.
42. Man, do I ever not know what this game is? I don't know what this game is because my brain is just blank. Counter-Strike? I have no idea what that game is.
It's a shooter.
No, Counter.
Whoa.
How do you not know what
Oh,
Counter-
CSGO!
I would-
Oh, CSGO! Yeah, I 100. Is that like disarm the bomb or some bullshit? I don't know. Sorry, number 41. Man, it's gonna take a million years to play one game against your friend. You're gonna take an hour on one
Civilization.
turn.
Civilization?
There we go. There we go. Number 40. You'd be killing gods in.
God of War.
God of War.
There we go. Number 39. Shala head shala. Ega uno aseto.
Dragon Ball Z, dude.
Yeah. Dragon Ball. There we go. Number 30.
Chala, head chala.
Number 38. Just a bunch of muscly, sweaty men just punching each other in a square box.
Wrestling, WWE,
Yeah,
WWF.
WWE.
Oh, yeah.
37. Just dancing, dude.
Just
dancing.
Dance.
DDR.
Oh, DDR?
36.
What was it?
Imagine
Which one
you
was it?
really like Mario, but you hate your family. Like, what game would you play?
Oh.
Mario 3D.
A game that you can get all the family to.
Mario
It'd be
Party.
Broken Home. There we go.
Oh, Mario Party.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Broken
Oh,
Home
fuck.
Simulator. Yes. Number 35. Man, imagine if Link could just absolutely punch freaking Mario in the face.
Smash
Smash Bros.
Smash
There
Bros.
we
yeah.
go. 34. We've got some dirt dwellers throwing grenades at each other and shooting bazookas.
Worms.
and
War.
stuff. Worms. There we go.
Ooh.
Number 33. Just a white-haired dude just having lots of sex and killing some monsters.
Oh, The
Devil May
Witcher.
Cry?
There
Oh,
we
The
go.
Witcher.
Oh,
Devil May
fuck.
Cry already happened.
32. Oh, poor me. Fortnite stole all of my money.
PUBG.
PUBG.
There we go. Number 31. Man, you'd be not doing too much, but it makes you feel good when you're playing with a bunch of little animals on a little
Animal
island.
Crossing.
Animal
There we go.
Crossing.
Number
Hell yeah.
30. The other shooter game that's not COD.
Battlefield.
Battlefield.
There we go. Number 29. Revenge Simulator in the Old West.
Red
Red
Dead
Dead
Redemption.
Redemption.
There we go. Number 28. Fatality?
Mortal
Is that how
Kombat.
you spell it?
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, there we go. 27. I don't know. Green guy shoots things in space.
Halo.
Halo?
Halo.
There we go. Number 26. I can make quips as I shoot a bunch of guns, and it's
Uncharted.
like Diablo. And it's like
Oh.
Diablo.
Borderlands.
Shooting lots of guns. There we go.
Oh.
Number 25. This game has one song, and for some reason, everyone thinks it's the best RPG ever made. JRPG.
Kingdom
Persona?
Hearts.
Series.
Kingdom
No,
Hearts.
the other one has one song, and it's got
Oh,
some
fancy.
Akira Toriyama art.
Dragon Quest.
The Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest.
There we go.
Bum, ba, bum,
24.
bum.
You be racing in this simulator game. That's
Gran
racing.
Turismo.
There we go. Number
Yeah.
23. I don't know how many of these I've ever collected, but like you just be
Pokemon.
walking around and you're in first person, and I don't know, maybe you do a
World.
lot of jumping and you upgrade your skills in jumping, and,
That's right.
and that's the way you level up in this game. And then you
Here's
just
Edge.
go and you,
Elder
you
Scrolls?
shout at dragons. Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. I
okay.
was like, what?
Yeah, you gotta upgrade your athletics. It's the easiest way to
Yeah,
level up. 22. Killing monsters and wearing their skin.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter?
Turner.
21. The most common anthropomorphic animal to be found on.
On what?
Sonic.
Yeah, there we go. Sonic the Hedgehog.
What was the
Number
rest of that
20.
clue?
He said the most anthropomorphic on Rule 34.
Yeah, the most common anthropomorphic animal on.
Discord says
It
you
cut
can-
out for me. But yeah, that's
Sorry. Number 20. We've got the soccer game.
FIFA.
FIFA.
funny.
There we go. You're all wrong. It's eFootball now. You're wrong. Number
Yeah.
19. Now we be bowling.
Wii Sports.
There we go. Number 18.
Oh,
We're
shit.
playing some football, I guess.
Madden?
Number 17. We're playing some basketball.
2K.
NBA 2K?
NBA 2K.
Number 16. This is like, imagine if you could play Uncharted, but if it was a girl.
Lara
Tomb
Croft.
Raider.
Oh, that is
Same.
it is Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
There
Got
we
the
go.
character right.
Where are we at? 15. Oh man, you be in this house, and there's some people that probably don't want you there because they're zombies.
Resident Evil.
There we go.
Oh.
Number 14. Like just collecting little nachos
Pokemon.
that have like the power to like I
Pikmin?
don't know, make any wish true because you're like a
Knockers.
little green elf boy.
Zelda.
And you just feel
Zelda.
like- there we go.
Oh,
Number
yeah.
13.
Oh
you
my
racing
god,
cars.
nachos.
You've been racing cars, but like really fast and stuff.
Forza?
F1?
Forza.
F-Zero.
Oh, Forza.
Need
F-Zero?
for speed.
Need for-
Number 12.
Oh.
You be racing some cars, but really slow,
F1.
but you throw like blue shells at people.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Number 11. The worst title in history because it's not true. It's gone for like I don't
Final
know,
Fantasy.
16 main
Fantasy.
games. There
Final
we go.
Fantasy, yeah, holy shit. That's
That's a
that high.
Number
complicated
one.
one
10.
for sure.
Number 10, ruining NPCs' lives simulator. This is where
Sims.
you could. There we go.
Yeah,
The Sims.
yeah.
Number 9, sneaking and killing people in historical locations.
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed.
Assassin's Creed.
Number 8, we have. This is stupid. I guess they just. The building blocks game that isn't the Star Wars ones, I
Minecraft?
guess. No.
Roblox?
Oh.
I did one of the games before, but it was Star
Lego
Wars
Harry Potter.
building-
Lego.
It's just Lego.
Lego.
For some
Oh.
stupid
Oh.
reason they didn't.
That's weird.
And now, the number 7, the 3D block game that you dig and
Minecraft.
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 Hey, what the? I messed up. The eFootball was actually that Pro Evolution Soccer because that changed its name too. This one is the other soccer game at number 6.
FIFA.
FIFA.
There we go. Number 5 is the old dude in the overalls.
Mario.
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 There we go. And now we are at number 4, where you be stealing cars.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yay.
All right. Now, this is the only time I want to actually ask you a question. What are the top 3 that I didn't state? Isla.
This
And
list
in
is
what order?
whack.
So there's three franchises that have made sold more games than any
Tetris?
others. Yes. At what number?
1.
Yep. Cool.
I thought Mario and GTA would be 2 and 3.
I know
Wait,
what
is
it
this
is.
list specifically like the revenue?
Now this is the sales of games.
Number of
I thought
sales.
this
In the
was a
franchise.
personal ranking, and I was like, this
No,
person's taste
no,
in the
this
game
is-
is whack.
No. This is the sales.
I think I
of
think I
games.
got it. I think I got it.
Yeah.
I'm happy with getting Tetris at number 1.
You got Tetris.
What's-
Jonah.
It's
What's the other 2?
it's Tetris, Pokemon, and Call of Duty.
Oh, Pokemon, of course.
Bam.
Call of Duty. Holy shit. Yeah.
Good stuff, everyone. That is the game. Yeah, that is.
I've got the score, if you want to hear
Oh
it.
shit.
Ooh.
This This is like you got to go back and check the tape because a lot of the times it was like everybody said it at the same time, and also there were
And
times that
internet
I thought I
speed.
said it
Yeah.
first, but I think I have a delay.
You're coming through really quiet too.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So a lot of the times I gave the points away, even though I thought I said it first because I assumed there's a delay. But it was like Isla was tearing it up the first 50, just had a huge lead,
Felt
and
good at first.
yeah, Mateo was like dead last, and Mateo just fucking had a huge comeback in the top 50. So
Hell
it ended
yeah.
up with Mateo at 27 points.
Woo!
Damn.
Oof.
That's pretty damn.
And
That's yeah. Over a quarter.
yeah, Isla number two at 25. So that
Close,
close.
dude.
So
Super
if we go back
Close.
and
close.
So
How
close.
much
just
did I get?
maybe Isla wins. You were number three, so you had a late game comeback and overtook me too. So you got 21 and I got 20. So
Nice.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
closer
Solid.
That was
overall
Honestly,
than I
pretty
impressive.
thought.
close though. That's
That
really
is
good.
very close.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
yeah,
Um.
cool. So
Yeah.
Mateo,
I
you're the
really
champion.
am at my limit. I have to go. So
Yep. Bye.
Well,
let's wrap it up.
say your goodbyes and stuff.
Final thoughts.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you so much, Isla, for coming. For
Of
100,
course.
it's been a blast. We're absolutely silly and had a blast. So yeah, thank you so much for coming on. It's always awesome.
Yeah, congrats on
post videos.
100.
Just
Thank you.
mute
Cheers.
yourself
Alright.
and keep it open. Cause I'll get ready.
Okay.
I'll log you
No
off.
worries.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
bye bye.
Praying.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just put a
All right.
Steven in there.
Yeah, we'll just put a Steven in there.
Congratulations, everyone. We made it to the end of the podcast. Pat yourselves on the back. We did it. 100 episodes down. Who would have thought
Woo!
that that would ever happen? 4 years ago, when we all were just lonely and depressed because of COVID and all decided to become chronically online and start social media accounts that we didn't have before and definitely didn't know what Discord was at the time. And then some guy named Jonah was like, "Hey, bro, I don't really know you at all, but you seem cool. Do you want to start a Discord community?" And then later he's like, "Hey, bro, we started this Discord community. Do you want to start a podcast?" And I'm like, "I guess we're doing this." And it's
That's
100
awesome.
episodes later. Um, yeah, thank you again so much, Isla, for taking time out of your schedule to be on the
Thank you
show.
for asking me.
Yeah, it's always just a huge pleasure to have you on the show. It's just a riot, and I'm really
Same.
glad
Yeah,
that
I
we could
love it.
have you here to legitimize our ranking of Bloodborne at number two in our Hall of
Yeah.
Greats.
Yeah.
Had to bring in the expert.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
So
Happy to help.
I'll give you the floor, Isla, for final thoughts. Feel free to shamelessly plug anything or just talk about something random unrelated to video games. You have
Oh,
the
I mean,
floor.
just congrats on 100 again. Like that's so awesome. Like it's tough to like I know how it goes keeping up with it and like the years just add up and it's you guys are I was trying to remember how long ago I was my first episode on here, but like the passion and everyone's still having fun and like it's getting, it seems like you're having more fun now than ever before, and that's the right direction to be going in. So yeah, just congrats. It's awesome. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, Mateo, final thoughts.
Once again, big thank you to Isla. You are one of our absolute favorite guests.
Absolutely.
I love having you
Thank
debate,
you.
especially because you bring such a fun little bit of chaos to the debates. I think the last time we had you on, I've never laughed so hard during a debate before. It was just a blast.
Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Same.
Yep.
Same. No, shout out to all the people we met at PAX. Hopefully some of y'all are some of our new subscribers that we've picked up over the past week or so. We will have our PAX recap, our PAX hot take episodes coming out here. It's soon.
That's gonna drop before this does actually. So
Oh, well, really? Okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
should.
I'm hoping to get my hot take one out as well. So
Yeah.
the timeline's a mess. Whatever.
It's a mess. It's a mess. We're
Yeah.
shooting this early.
the
We're
Marvel
shooting that
Cinematic
late.
Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Jonah. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts are, Isla, thank you. All our new subscribers, thank you. If you are watching or listening to the show, we greatly appreciate it. We're finally starting to see a slight spike in like our subscribers and stuff, and I think that's just due to networking. I want to give a second thank you to Isla and all the Easy Allies because that was my opportunity to go up to PAX. So
Love that. Yeah.
really thank you very
Yeah.
much. That was awesome. yeah, we've got our socials. We got Twitter, Instagram, and the Discord. Please jump into the Discord. We've got a super inviting community, and we don't we can count the amount of like issues we've ever had on one hand. Like
Yeah.
our community's awesome.
So non-toxic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A safe place for anyone and everyone to just like talk about games freely without having to worry about people like shaming you or bashing you for your opinions. Like, come hang out. We love to have new people.
Sure.
Sick. Yeah, just in the spirit of gratuity on the 100, shout out to the community. We do a lot of content based on the community, like, icebreaker questions and prompts to the GGD list and bait prompts and, them just discussing the episodes in the Discord. And beyond the podcast, just being a safe space to a multiplayer game. And we got some D&D going in there. Shout out to Dan. And,
Mhm.
on that note, shout out to the patrons, just for the little bit of money coming in to upgrade our audio equipment and do things like, go out to PAX and stuff. And shout out to Wes, bro, Wes Bates, because
Yeah.
he was one of the OGs on the
Yeah, we
podcast,
got to
and
shout out the
he's still,
OG.
Absolutely.
yeah. And he was the host before me, so he's my role model, and he's still doing GGD guided and active in the Discord and everything. So love you, bro. And my non-GGD video game related thing is I'm sober and Sanderson pill, bro. Caught up on Stormlight Archive. Now
Hell
they're coming
yeah.
out with the freaking Stormlight TTRPG. And there's canonical lore in the official adventures, so it's like I gotta buy that.
Oh,
I gotta
Yeah.
read that. So anyway, as always, happy gaming. Bye.
Bye.
As always, a big thank you to our friend Misdriven for the music in our podcast. If you like what you hear and you want to check out more of what they have, you can pay them a visit on Twitter at MIST_RIVEN 719 or on Bandcamp at Misdriven. Thanks again for tuning in. Till next time.
Thank you, sir.
Has she my human centipede commission that I asked from her with all of us, has she gone with that?
I don't think she's started yet, but I can ask her when she comes back inside.
Yeah,
What's
sick.
is
Who was going to be at the front?
I was
That'd
going to
be
say
great.
obviously the front is the best position, but which position is the worst?
I think
I guess
middle.
if it's the four of us, it's probably third. Yeah. If it's oh no, it would be fourth surely. No, middle's.
Because like if you're in the, I don't want to have this conversation.
I always want to have this conversation.
You're the worst. You're actually the worst. Oh.
Oh fuck.
I mean, there's no disputing though that the first position is the best position, though, right?
Well, obviously.